Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Blue Clouds Media. The Premier League show is on again today, the 2nd of February. Today, the 11th of February, 2023. I was like to say February. um, I beg the pardon. So, yeah, today, the 11th of February, 2023, Premier League began. We've watched some of the games already, and we're gonna go through some of the score lines and also the big review that we're gonna go through is the Chelsea game, and also I know Bournemouth is playing Newcastle at this moment. We saw was an Arsenal also drew. Arsenal lost points with Ivan Toney's team. I forgot Brentford. Yes, Ivan Toney's team at Brentford. So we're gonna go into that review. Also look at that game. What happened? Why did Arsenal drop? And can they go ahead and win the Premier League? We're yet to see that. Also, we're gonna look at other games like West Ham, Chelsea game. That's the main one on the topic. Arsenal, Brentford, Fulham, Nottingham Forest, Leicester City, Tottenham Hotspurs, Leicester 4, Tottenham Hotspurs 1. What a score line! What a score line! Southampton 1, Wolves 2, Crystal Palace 1, Brighton 1, Bournemouth 1, Newcastle 1. At this moment, they're on halftime. So let's see how everything panned out by the end of the 90 minutes. Maybe I see Newcastle going through by 90 minutes. So hey, I'm not here. I'm not joined. I'm not here alone. I'm being joined by Mr. Ryan. Mr. Ryan, welcome to the stream.
Thank you very much, Nazan, and good to be back and to be back a part of the Blue Clouds Media family. So welcome everyone on the chat. I see you, Phantom of many topics. Good to see you.
Yes, Phantom is always there, flashing. Phantom, big up to you. Ryan, let's get it going. Where do you want to start this from? Where do you want to start? Do we start from other teams before we come to Chelsea, or do you want us to start straight away from Chelsea?
No, I think we should start with Chelsea.
Okay.
the most important club.
At this moment, with much spending, but then not proving on the football pitch, I guess. Maybe. All right, Ryan, let's start from minute one to minute two. The starting lineup that put up against West Ham United. Was it right or was it wrong, in your opinion?
Yeah, I mean I'd say the formation is to be expected, but I disagreed with some of his picks. I don't think Cucurella had been performing well in recent games. I was looking forward to seeing Chilwell start, so that was a surprise. And Enzo and RLC in the midfield, I think that was a good pairing. They had a good relationship during the game. You dominated really the midfield and the possession. But Kai Havertz, my opinion on him. I just don't think he's right being your focal forward in attack. So I would have maybe started Fofana or just reshuffled a bit and played a different front three.
Okay.
So yeah, I have a few issues with the starting lineup.
With the starting lineup, with me, I thought maybe there's something when we did the preview yesterday, and I was thinking maybe because of the Champions League, we might end up seeing Reece James coming in. So I put Aspilicueta there, and then also I put Cucurella there because I was thinking maybe Chilwell wasn't ready to start the game, but Chilwell came on and because he hasn't played much games, so I put Cucurella there. I should have put Aspilicueta there and put someone else on the right hand side if that's what I was going to see. But at this moment, Potter was being asked during the post-match and the press conference. He was being asked about Cucurella's performances and stuff like that. He said he doesn't know what something else is going on off the field, but then he was a good player and he can be a bad player just overnight. That's what his explanations were to the press when he was being asked a question. But yes, I know there was quite a little question marks on regards to the selection, and also what we're gonna look into. Oh, welcome to the stream, Stavi.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are
Hello.
you today?
A bit better.
A bit.
Um, yeah. Hello, Ryan, and hello anybody in the live chat.
We have I think live chat. We have I123 love you. I'm not so sure if Phantom is there, but we have Herbert. Big up to you, Herbert. I have been trying to find you all day long. Not even just today. I've been looking everywhere for you. I can't find you, Herbert. You remember I told you I have a discussion with you. Couldn't find you. Okay. Stubby. What
Yeah.
in your what do you make of the selection from Graham Potter's first 11? What went wrong and what went right?
Um, well, it's easy to say, like Ryan said, he'd rather go with Fafana up front, but he's already picked 5 basically new players with only Paddy Shield really having had any real game time. Um, yeah, he made mistakes in his initial selection to London Derby, and you're throwing in 5 new players. There's a bit of damned if you do, damned if you don't. Right, he took out Mount and Gallagher, which people wanted to do. He left out Ziyech, which other people wanted him to do. And basically, that's why what I said about being damned if you do and damned if you don't. If you left them in, people are going to be complaining that why we spent all this money and then he doesn't pick them. But you can't just throw 5 new players into a London derby, right? When they've only arrived as well. Remember, these are all January signings,
Yeah.
right? And I have to disagree with Ryan, and throwing in Fafana and making it 6, that's even worse. Like Paddy Shealy, yeah, I understand him. He's had 3 or 4 games now. He's built a partnership with Silva. There will have been elements of next Wednesday's game against Dortmund in consideration. But for me, I was watching last night, whatever people think, just because I wasn't talking. Is it S.A. Manos, right, basically said that if Midweek started that game and didn't track back, we would concede a goal. Now, Cucurella gave the ball away for their goal, and him and Mudryk failed to cut out the cross. It went over Paddy Shield's head, which he couldn't do much because he jumped as high as he could. Reece James turned off slightly, but at the back post, Emerson comes in, and Emerson's their left back. So if you're the right winger, that's your job to track him back. You've got to track back. And everything that S.A. Manos said in the live chat last night happened. It happened, right? And Mudryk and Mudryk, right, for me, right, shouldn't be starting Premier League games yet. I know Mudryk had a good one, Liverpool, but that was impact. That was an impact player.
He
It was
was
the
a bit
same.
flat today. He was losing the balls as well.
Yeah, it was the same with Mudryk, right? When he came on the other night, right, last week, he looked okay, and he had some decent play. But these at this moment in time, you should be saving them as impact players. You can't just start them all together. Enzo's a no-brainer. Paddy Shealy, like I said, no-brainer. And Felix, no-brainer. All 3 should start. But that's where it should stop, right? And that includes Fafana, because he's not got enough experience in the Premier League to be playing in a derby, in a London derby. If you're playing away to Southampton or someone like that, yeah, you can maybe get away with it. But when you're playing against a team that wants to beat you, right, and it's going to be fouling you and getting stuck in and things like that, it's a totally different game. I thought Mudryk had a few good touches. He played a couple of good balls. But he spent half of his time tracking back. to give Cucurella support. Now, I think Cucurella's playing because Chilwell's not 100% yet, right? But I think we'll see Chilwell next Wednesday at Dortmund.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
So
Stava. So that's Stava's opinion in regards to the Grant Potter's face off performance in his starting 11. So we're gonna move on from the selection, which is a starting 11, and we'll see the nitty gritty of what I think that Potter shouldn't have done in regards to the second half, because the second half performance was very, very bad. But besides that, let's put the negative aside and let's take the positive that we saw from the game today. To me, I saw lots of positive. If the guy should carry on like that, there's going to be good Chelsea or good future players for Chelsea. Before I get into that, let me acknowledge your viewers, because if I don't get into it, the comments will get too many for me. Phantom of Many Topics says first to hit the like button. Mount must go to Liverpool. Man of the match, William Potter and the guy. To me, I see that is from Mr. Helbert. Mr. Helbert said, I want you to love you. Said hello, my brother. And the panelists, if you're new to the channel, please like and follow and share. Like, follow, and share. West Ham got lucky today, and Chelsea also got lucky. West Ham last goal was disallowed. Yes, there was a penalty, which we will talk about that penalty. It's everyone really can tell that was a penalty, but Chelsea did not get it. Are we being played? Welcome back on Zion, Ryan and Stav. I hope you all doing well. Thank you very much. I123, we are doing perfectly very well. Ryan has returned back to the table. I'm not convinced of Enzo in the deep position. He is much better playing as an 8 with a 6 behind. With a six behind. We're looking to that aspect what Herbert just said. You guys won't go anywhere with Potter. He is not a big club manager. Potter got it wrong today, coming from Chelsea Blue. This other one was coming from I think Byron. I'm sure that's the name. Chelsea Blue said his, and then also CFC said Modric. CFC, big up to you, my brother. Says Modric is one track pony. He looked against against a poor James Milner, then versus Fulham and West Ham United against half decent IBS. He struggled to overhyped. That is coming from it. Kim So said Graham Potter is finished. Bring Hams a flick, said Kim So. We are finished against BVV, Borussia Dortmund. Blue Blood said Chelsea were denied a stone wall penalty. Yes, it's a clear penalty because there was no one around this guy. There was no challenge on him. He just went down himself and used his hand to block the ball from traveling. So definitely that's a 100% penalty. Mudrik looked very, very clumsy as well. The only world-class player we had is Felix, and Enzo different level, them too. So Blue Black said that the team will be better with either Kante or Zakaria next to Enzo, and Chilwell playing as the left backer, especially as Cucurella still having some personal issues. Yes, Cucurella's taking the place again. So, guys, we're going to look into the positivity before we move into. We've talked some negative, so let's dwell into some positive before we go to the second half performances. This is what I'm going to say in regards to what positives, what I see in the game. We saw good performance in the first half. Passes were being moved back and front in a quick way. The guys, especially Arisa Balaga and the guys in the back four, were very, very, very confident in the ball. Playing out from the back would look very, very silky. But then the only problem is the timing, the run. Some decision making were not right. Some decision making up front were not right. I saw Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who hasn't played for months, came on today and he played very, very well. There was a chance that he has in the 18 that he could have made the decision that he made wasn't right. He should have given a one-time pass I even sent that picture up front. If he had made that one-time pass, Chelsea would have scored another goal, but he still carried on with the ball, which end up nowhere. So I saw some positives. I saw Reece James came on. He was fit. He played 90 minutes. I think he played 90 minutes. Cucurella, the same thing. That's a negative of it. I don't want to say Cucurella, but the only negativity we have to dwell on the second half. I'm not sure if anyone see any other positives. Ryan, did you see any positives in the Chelsea's game today?
Oh, mainly Enzo Fernandez. I thought he was outstanding, just as the kind of deep lying midfielder, but also we saw glimpses in the second half of him really driving Chelsea forward up the pitch, showing attacking intent. Yeah, it was just a brilliant midfield performance, and he's one of the new signings who's just adapted and got up to speed of the demands of the Premier League very quickly. And he, of course, provided the assist for Felix for Chelsea's goal in the first half.
Yeah.
And don't underestimate as well Reece James's involvement in that goal. I think he makes a run on the far right of the pitch when Enzo's making that cross, and I think that's what causes some confusion, or I think it's Emerson maybe playing left back on that side for West Ham. He's caught ball watching or watching Reece James, and that's where Felix kind of manages to move into that gap, and then a good finish from him. So, yeah, I'd say Ruben Loftus-Cheek as well. I thought he had a pretty decent game. I liked that. I told you this whilst we were watching it and chatting during the game. I like that Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Enzo Fernandez partnership in the midfield. I don't know if it's one that's going to last long term when the injured players come back, but I thought it was a good partnership. And you guys, I know the second half was it was like a sleepy performance. You know, you kind of hung over and lost your intensity, but overall, you know, you guys dominated possession, and I felt you had control of the game. It's just like the last 15, 20 minutes, for whatever reason. I think it's a lot to do with the subs. He made a lot of substitutions again, which I don't like. I think he needs to pick his best 11 at the beginning and just let it run through to at least the 80th minute and then make your subs, because he's making too many subs and it's breaking up the rhythm of the game, in my opinion. We've seen this in previous games as well. But yeah, sorry, you asked me the positives. Enzo Fernandez, Enzo Fernandez, and I thought Ruben had a good game. And I heard you guys a little bit critical about Mudryk. I thought, you know, he was hot and cold today. I thought he did some good things. You know, his first touch was bad for when Chelsea scored, but he tackled, I think, slide tackled and won it back. And then he wasn't as effective going forward, but I remember a couple of instances he was the one using his speed to track back, and he tackled to stop West Ham from counter-attacking. So I think we have to give him credit for, you know, his other aspects of his game. He did well today.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Ryan. Mr. Stav, do you have, in terms of positivity, what do we take away from this game?
Yeah, hang on a minute. Sorry, I was reading the comments. Let me just come back on. Yeah, it's like Ryan said, we dominated the game. 71% possession away from home. Right, should have had a penalty. Could have possibly had we had 2 goals disallowed. I thought one was onside, not offside. Yeah, one was offside, the other was onside. I thought VAR was a disgrace. Right, I just don't understand them. I couldn't understand why that's not a penalty, and I couldn't understand why it took them so long to see that 2 West Ham players were way offside when they had that goal disallowed. Why does it take so long? Right. Yeah. I thought we started off well. Good pass and move. Everyone was getting involved. Enzo controlling the midfield. Felix showing his class as well. I believe Enzo got man of the match on BT Sport. Can I just say something about Enzo? Right?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Because I've been reading the comments. But we need to get this straight. 75% of the time, right, at club level, whether at Benfica, he plays as a defensive mid. He's a central midfielder who can attack, but also have defensive capabilities. If you sit him, right, it worked well today because Ruben Loftus-Cheek, another person, a lot of people keep attacking, had a good game, apart from the last third of the pitch. His decision-making was a bit off. I'm tired. Rinse. That's not how you spell rinse, Kim Soo.
It means rice. It means
No, he means rinse.
Rinse. Okay.
He's tired. We rinse and repeat. Listen, you are.
Stop. Don't worry about the. It could be a typing error. It could be a typing error. Let's move on. Yeah.
Right. Listen. Right. We dominated that game. Right. We're away from home. It's a London derby. You cannot expect West Ham to not have spells in the game where they dominate. Right.
Stop. We'll come back. We'll come back to the comments. Let's get into the positives and what we see in the game.
I'm not talking about the comments. I'm talking about I'm being positive, right?
Okay.
Even in the second half, right? We had spells in the second half where we dominated again.
Yeah.
Right. It's just like people.
We see this. The second half you're talking about stuff. We'll come back to the second half. But the second half, we dominated the game and keeping possession, but we're not penetrating. Second half, we didn't penetrate like we did with the first half. And I agree with what Rangers said.
So you don't think
in terms of the changes, many changes that that came on really affected the rhythm of the game. Do you think that could be one of the reasons that affected the second half?
No, I disagree. Chilwell came on and Ziyech came on. You started seeing combinations down the right-hand side between Reece James and Ziyech. Right, Ziyech's a passer, right? He can dribble, but he's more of a passer. He tries to pass the ball through opponents, right? And that suits Reece James. How many crosses did Reece James get into that box in the second half after the Ziyech came on? Same on the other side. Chilwell was getting crosses in the box, but people just weren't connecting in the box, right? So, there is a positive, and the changes did change. Right? You can't expect that intensity, right, in the second half that you had in the first half, right? At least we started off quickly.
And why should intensity drop? Why should intensity drop? Why can't they keep the same momentum and the same intensity from what they started with beginning to the end?
Because both teams end up dominating parts of the game and you end up starting to chase the ball more. When you're not in control of the ball and you're having to defend more, you're chasing more.
And don't you think Potter should have read and see what is going on, why his team is not keeping the same momentum and do something, change the style?
Well, he changed the whole of that left-hand side, right? So he did make changes, and he changed the right-hand side, right? Mudryk and Mudryk, right? They're people who rely on their pace. Mudryk needs to improve his first touch, right? But Mudryk, he's a dribbler. He's not so good at the passing part of the game. So that then nullifies anything that Reece James tries to do. Because he doesn't bring Reece James into the game, and Reece James can't bring him into the game. Because every time you give Mudryk the ball, he's either going to go backwards, right, if he's got too many players in front of him, or he's going to try running at them, and he's a bit clumsy, and that'll come, right? There's a total different world between the Premiership and the Dutch League, where he was allowed a lot of space and he's allowed time on the ball. It's a totally different world. And this is why, it's same on the other side with Mudryk, right? This is why I don't like seeing 5 or 6 new players come into a big game. And
so what Stav is trying to say is the number of changes, the number of starting players that Potter started with were one of the reasons why we couldn't win, right? Which is five new players that were playing against
They're not gonna,
West Ham London derby, right?
well, they're not going to combine as well, are they? This is why you bring them on as impact players so they get
Okay,
minutes, right? But you can't start with five players
all right,
who've basically never played together,
okay.
right? In the Premiership and in
All
the
right.
London derby.
Okay, thank you very much, Stavi. I'll come back to Stav again. Ren is still also waiting for his turn. We're gonna look into lots of more topic and aspects of the game. But before we get back there, let me talk. Let me read more of the comments here. I want to say that you guys need to hold your britches. I believe Potter isn't going anywhere anytime soon. So put your big girl pants on and enjoy the ride. Thank you very much. I love that comment from I want to love you. CFC, look what Casemiro has done to United. Kante used to be like that for us, but he's always injured. I won't mind Declan Rice in the summer. I hope Chelsea can get you Declan Rice. This is from CFC. Big up to you, CFC. Kim So said the team will be better this, and then that win, the team will be better this, and that win some games. Probably Kim So's comment didn't come clear, but 600 million and drawing to West Ham United. He doesn't see that why Chelsea spend 600 and win. It's like we said, it was a long project. It will take time for them to gel and understand. But some of you don't expect Chelsea to draw this game against West Ham. I'm tired. I'm tired. I think it rains and repeat. Repeat. We can't win. We can't score to save our life. From my brother Kim. So Chelsea is finished, and I ain't even watching the game anymore. At the point, I'm wasting my time and energy. Big up to you, Kim. So Potter is not good. He doesn't have the credibility to manage Chelsea. Kick him out and get a top coach who plays well. Respect. Potter is not good to coach Chelsea. It's a lot of comments going directly to Potter. Luftos Cheek is rubbish. I'm not interested in what Enzo did at Benfica. He is at Chelsea. So that is coming from CSV. He's very, very interested in what Enzo is doing here at this moment. So if he's playing wherever he's playing, if he's not playing the right position, it is the coach to be able to rectify and put him in his right position for him to be able to perform. We dominated. Where are the 3 points? How many clear-cut chances did we create? That is coming from a CFC. Thank you very much, CFC, for your comment. 5 new players isn't an excuse. Sorry, this is not Dog and Duck FC. He is paid 15 million a year to coach the football team. Thank you, CFC. CFC is very lively here today. My brother Daniel, big up to you, Daniel. Daniel said if Chelsea can win West Ham with the kind of quality players we have at hand now, it's Man U and Manchester City. We can win. Can we win against this player? So Potter has to kick out Chelsea. It's too big for him. That is coming from my brother Daniel. Yes, so I agree with Daniel, what Daniel just said. With the quality of players that we have, I understand. But, if you're talking about individual players, you don't win with individual players. You win with the team. That is why Chelsea don't have a team at this moment. That is why we struggle against a Fulham team who look more like a team, playing very well like a team. We struggle against a West Ham team who looks more like a team and, play like a team. Chelsea are playing with individual players like Modric, Maduki, who I don't know what he's doing with his long legs. He was lively in the first half, but then he was gone in the second half until he was being substituted. Also, who else? Ruben Loftus-Cheek, also very lively with his long legs and then upper body strength. He uses his body very well, but I think there's still the final test. Like my brother said, how many clear and cut chances did we make? Blue Blood said a lot of negativity on here, considering the team still need to get to jail and dominate the match, and even gain on Spurs today. So yeah, like I said, there's so like guys, if you have negative comments, it's okay. Let us have some of the positive of what you guys saw in the game today. Didn't you guys see any positive in the whole entire 90 minutes? If you have any, share with us. It's also your negative comments are also welcome. I'll take my time and read them. We're gonna go move on to Ryan. What did you see in the second half in terms of what Chelsea didn't do right? Negativity, bring some negative aspect and positive aspect in the second half. What did Potter do wrong in terms of his changes?
Uh, yeah, for me, I mean, I mentioned this before. I think he got the starting lineup wrong.
Yeah.
I don't think Cucurella had a good game. I don't think he's in good form. He started, I think, something like 17 or 18 of the 22 Premier League games this season. He's got 2 assists. We know Chelsea's strengths are from kind of wide fullback areas. That's where they create a lot of chances. And he's just, I don't know, he just doesn't, the fans booed him off when he was substituted for Chilwell. You could hear it on BT Sport. There was sections of the Chelsea away fan base booing him. And, I never like to see that, but his performances are just not good, whether it's a back four or it's, playing like a centre half and a back three. He doesn't just fill you with confidence, and he just makes weird decisions as well. He'll get the ball, but there'll be a corner and he's the one who's hanging back, and he'll get the ball and then he'll pass it back to the goalie, and you just lose all your momentum in your attack. And I don't understand why he does that. He did it a couple of times today.
Cucurella.
Cucurella, yeah.
Yeah,
So
taking the ball all the way back to Arrizabalaga.
Yeah, I
saw that 2 times. I saw that 2
He
times.
did it 2 times. Just like, what are you doing? You've got options. You can play
It's
it out wide.
a long way back. He was way
Yeah.
past the halfway line. Yeah, go
Is
ahead.
it like he doesn't have the confidence to kind of,
Right.
control the ball and then distribute out wide? Or is
Right.
that's just the way he's been told by the coach to be safety first and just always play it back?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Right. If Chilwell's not 100% fit, he's just back from injury, right? And he doesn't
Yeah.
want
So
to-
I was about
doesn't
to go on to
he doesn't want
Chilwell.
to rush him in. So who would you play there?
Yeah. So
Well,
that was
you
going
can
to be
play
my
Aspie.
next point.
Aspilicueta has been good playing our place. You can play Aspie over there.
You can't play Aspilicueta on the left when he hasn't got the pace anymore.
Well, he's played there a couple times. You can give an instruction, hey, stay within the halfway line, don't go beyond it. And then we have other guys with the legs
But he
that can
doesn't
cover
do
you.
that, does he? He doesn't do that. He doesn't do that. Aspie goes over the halfway line.
Yeah,
Listen,
he always goes.
Yeah.
there's a bit of a difference.
Stop, I'm not catching you off. I know Aspie is very disciplined. If you tell him, hey, Aspie, I'm the coach, Potter said, I'm telling you, do not cross the halfway line, stay within this range. And I'm sure he will do it. He's not going to disrespect the coach.
Listen, Aspie,
So I think the bottom line is that the quicker Chilwell is back up to speed. I know he's come off the bench the last 2 games. I think they will benefit Chelsea more, and he should be starting once he's 100% fit. You saw it when Chilwell came on. Within 5 minutes, he created, I think, 2 chances running forward down the left and putting crosses in. Just how much better Chelsea looked from an attacking point of view.
Okay. So there were positives out there. There are some positives and then some few negatives, but then everything is welcome, guys. Send your comment in regards to negative stuff. You were saying something when Ryan was on it.
Yeah, I said
Okay.
to who else plays there.
Yeah.
If you play, listen, right, if you want to play Aspie there, right, he's too slow, right?
Which is Aspie. Yeah.
Up against Bowen, he's too slow. Right, Bowen will tear him apart. Right? If you play Lewis Hall there, right, that's not his natural position. He can play left back, but that's not his natural position. And this is something that I've said 100 times on this channel, right? Graham Potter has to deal with our poor summer transfer window in and out. You look at the players that went out, right, on loan, who should have been at the club. Go on. right? So
Okay.
stop putting CFC's comments up because he's just distracting me. Put them up when you're reading them. It's distracting me. Right? I saw his comment, right? We dominated this or we dominated. We did dominate. We had 71% possession. We had 2 goals disallowed. We had the ball in the net 3 times in the first half. We should have had a penalty, right? And Fabianski made 2 or 3 good saves. Right? Kepa made 1 save. Again. So how did we not dominate? We're creating chances, right? And if it wasn't for VAR, we could have won that game 2 or 3-1.
Thank you very much, Stava. I was just highlighting this comment so I know where I am. So if you don't do that, and also you leave in blank, the members may think you're ignoring them.
Yeah,
So
I saw his other comment, right? The one that he doesn't care what Enzo did at Benfica. Well, tell you what, doesn't matter what you think Enzo should be doing at Chelsea. 75% of Enzo's games for Argentina and Benfica are as a defensive mid, right? If we let Jorginho go because we were bringing Enzo in, what the hell do you think he was brought in for? As a defensive mid. Everyone's complaining, why did we let Jorginho go? Because we brought Enzo in as a defensive mid, right? Everyone keeps saying, oh, but Jorginho did this, Jorginho did that, right? Enzo controlled the tempo of the game, right? When they were coming at us, he played long balls, short balls. He opened them up, right? He brought other players into the game. Everything Jorginho can't do.
All right. Thank you very much, Staff. Staff, I've said along regards to this is what CFC said, that we didn't dominate. We dominated the possession. What did we do with it? If we dominated, show me 45 clear cut chances for CFC. Thank you very much, CFC. Cucurella is on the same wage as Koulibaly. Perform or get out. 60 million on an LB left back who don't cross. That's from CFC. What was that again?
Whose signing was Cucurella?
I think it was a bought signing. It was a
no,
bought signing.
Wasn't a bought signing at all.
Who Tuchel signed him?
Listen, yeah, all the senior players that we signed in the summer were Tuchel signings. The board bought Chukwuemeka, Hutchinson, Katsidai, and those young players. But the experienced players were all Tuchel signings. And like Simon Jordan said on TalkSport, it's a nonsense to say the board bought them players. Right? It's not how it works.
Okay. This is Phantom's William, lefty goal score. Okay, CFC said offside goal are not dominated. Pal, having possession is not called a domination. FYI, stop. Also J5 is sorry ball sideways. That's the for Phantom of any topic. I'm late again. It's okay, Mr. Patrick. We're still on show. We just started not too long ago, like 39 minutes ago. So Mr. Patrick said Potter surely. No, they wasn't. I'm not so sure what Mr. Patrick was saying in regards to that. So stop. You got my message, right? Stop.
Yeah, the only person waffling is CFC. Right. I said no, hang on. I clearly stated, right, that we scored the goal. I clearly stated, right, that Fabianski made 2 or 3 good saves, right? I clearly stated that of the 2 offsides, I only thought 1 was offside. And all the commentary team on BT Sports said that he wasn't offside. Then you had Ruben Loftus-Cheek, got into that box with a photograph you sent, and he made the wrong decision. That's still an opportunity to create a chance, right? Just because we don't get 6 or 7 goals doesn't mean you weren't creating chances, right? Missed chance, right, is still a chance. A save by the goalkeeper was still a chance. And yes, if a goal is wrongly disallowed for offside, that's a chance. Right? There's people just want to have negativity. And the other thing was that I need to address now, while I've still got my voice, right? These people that were saying Potter's not right for Chelsea, he's this and that, right? Here's a question for all of you. Tell me what Thomas Tuchel won in 7 years at Mainz in Germany. I'm already. I mean, it's already.
Stop. We get that. We know the record of Thomas Tuchel and the record of Jurgen Klopp. There, and some of them understand. There are lots of coaches that have come to Chelsea. They haven't even win nothing. But being with Chelsea, they had a chance to win something. It is understandable, but you should understand some of the frustration coming from some fans, and some fans don't have the frustration because they understand the project. Like I've told you earlier on and before, some other past streams, not everyone do have that patience. Not everyone has that patience like you and I or Mr. Ryan. Or not everyone can criticize the team fairly, but different opinions as they come in. This is CFC said it's actually embarrassing that you block PPI for making their point and having an opinion. Cheers, May.
How did anybody block it? I just said don't keep putting it up on the screen until you start reading comments because he's distracting me. That's not blocking it. You're going to read all the comments. You're going to read all the comments anyway, right? And then they'll come up on the screen, but not while I'm talking.
CFC. That is why I put your comments here. I highlight them so I can read them. But then if you, I hope.
I'm not embarrassed about anything.
TT is an elite gaffer coming from Mr. Patrick. He said TT is an elite gaffer. Don't tell me you're trying to dig at TTA.
Patrick, I asked you a question. Instead of making a comment like that, Patrick, answer the question. What did TT win at Mainz? What did he win at Mainz in 7 or 8 years at Mainz? Right, the equivalent, right, of Brighton. What did he win? Nothing. That's the answer, nothing. But he still got the job at Dortmund, right, even though he won nothing at Mainz, and he won 1 German Cup, right, at Dortmund, with a team that Klopp built, this is for you, Ryan, the team that Klopp built, right, and won 2 leagues, 2 cups, a Super Cup, and took them to the Champions League final. That's the team that Tuchel could only win 1 cup with. But he still got the PSG job. You judge a man on what he does at a club. Okay? Right? Don't start saying he's not capable or he's not good enough or he's not Chelsea standard. Tell me what standard was Ruud Gullit and Luca Vialli when they got the job. Player managers.
CFC Blue. I fixed the problem. He said, Blue Blood, your moderator blocked me. Blue Blood, your moderator. Okay. Blue Blood. Oh, Blue Blood, fix it, please fix it. We don't have to block people from having their opinion on the platform. Blue Blood. Let's get it right, please. We don't have to block other people from coming on with your opinion. We cannot do that. So let's see. CFC. I think you. I'm sure you're back. Let me know how things are working out for you, CFC. Let me know how things are working out for you. That is from TFC. So Patrick said, I only know what he won. Chelsea, that's all I care about, to be honest. So big up to everyone on the panel. That is my brother here, Ismail. I hope you're doing very, very well. My Blue Blood block them. Blue Blood, please unblock them, unblock them. There was elite players at our club. Tuchel and Mourinho are both effective for 18 months, and CFC said Klopp went from Mainz to Dortmund, then to Liverpool, Brighton to Chelsea. Is too big a step up. So I understand what CFC is trying to say. I mean, the step up from where from just like he said, from Mainz to Dortmund, from Dortmund to Chelsea was well, even it wasn't directly to Chelsea. Even it was from PSG. From PSG, he's got lots of experience from PSG before he came to Chelsea. I'm talking about Thomas Tuchel. Yes, sir.
Hang on a minute. Like Mainz, right, are on the same level, right, as Brighton are. They got into the Division 1 of the German league, right, and they were like mid-table, right? And I just said already that Klopp won 2 titles, 2 cups, a Super Cup, and took Dortmund to the Champions League. Tuchel went there and only managed 1 cup, right? And he still got the job at PSG. Nobody at PSG said this guy isn't good enough. He hasn't won this. He hasn't won that, right? You start judging Potter, right, next season, not now, right? And that the disrespectful comments, right? Some of them are being disrespectful, right? Are not worthy because the guys come in, right? Total new ownership with total new ideas, right? A poor summer transfer window. New players coming in, right? They need to gel. They need to be moulded into a team. And all these people think that he's going to hit the ground running. Thomas Tuchel lost at Leeds, Southampton, and Zagreb, right? So that goes to show you need to realise that this squad is all mixed up and messed up and needs reorganising, right? And then you cannot just throw £600 million worth of talent into a squad. Then there was the World Cup, and you're all dismissing. And the one thing that really irritates me, you're all dismissing those injuries like they never happened. 17 out of 25 of the first team squad have been injured at some time since Potter came in. Tuchel only had Kante injured, right? He only had Kante injured. And you lot are all dismissing this like it's a non-entity. He has to rebuild that squad.
Take a breath out. Stavi, take a breath out. A little water will do, and then I'll get back to you
Why
again.
I'm not coughing. I'm not coughing.
I know. I don't want you to carry on, else you're gonna end up start coughing. So yeah, that's why I want you to take a breath out, and then I'll get back to you. Breathe in a little bit, come down, and Mr. Patrick said that Potter had a 34% win rate at Brighton. I do not wish this for my club. I still back Potter for the next season, but it's all not looking good. May add this in my opinion, that is coming from Mr. Patrick. It's I know how Mr. Patrick feels. We got 14 of us watching the stream at this moment. We only got 8 likes, which is not fair on the platform. If you haven't dropped your like, check in the community. There's a poll over there. Vote, and then also put your like in there if you haven't. And also the poll. Put your like in there. It's very, very important for the platform. So we got 14 watching. So why can't we get 14 likes? That makes it fair, isn't it? Good. Thank you everyone for doing it. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next one. Phantom said that we should ever only block for trolling and spam, not opinion you dislike. Yes, guys, we can do that. We can do that. Please, let's not do that. Okay, let's not do that. The mods, we're here to take care. I mean, if someone comes in with his comment and his opinion, that is the person's opinion. So we can react to it, but not to block them. Not to block them, guys. Please. With all our dominance in possession today, we tend to be missing a plan B when needed. Potter's in-game management need to improve, coming from Ismail. Yeah, I think he need a plan B. I like that comment. He need a plan B. We haven't seen. Also, I've said this a couple times. Potter's in-game management, which has to do with some substitutions that he makes, are not that effective. But I know it will come with time. Everything will come. Let's see. I still give. We're still looking at Potter. It's still early days yet. We're still looking at him. Just like Staff says, some of these players are now coming back from injuries and hasn't got time to work with them. So let's give him some time. Let's give him some time. Until there's no more time, then we leave everything up to Todd Bowley. To me, I'm either steady 80, man. I'm just looking at Potter from now to the season, end of the season. Then I know where I really stand with Graham Potter, but it's still not let him out. No, even at the end of the season, I'm still gonna give Potter time, but I want to see if he's really the guy to take Chelsea to a different level. So by the end of the season, I could tell that okay, this guy can take Chelsea to a different level. But from what Mr. Patrick is saying, his percentage ratio at Brighton was only 34%. So even that's what I said a couple times in our stream. How many goals was Potter scoring when he was with Brighton? With all the good football they play, they were very, very good when they play against those big teams like Liverpool, Chelsea, and Arsenal, and Man City. They were very, very good. But sometimes they become average when they play those mid-table teams and even the lower teams fighting relegations and that kind of stuff. I remember even it got to a point that Potter was having a hard time even scoring goals. So let's see. Let's give Potter time. Let's give Potter time, guys. But like I say, all your comments are welcome to the platform, as usual. Havertz kept missing sitters, and when they go in, he's offside. Many times Havertz have to time his running because he's not a natural number 9. One of these things affects because he's playing in the wrong position. Aubameyang is there. We can play Aubameyang or we can play Dr. Fofana even in the second half as a natural number 9. But it looks like maybe Potter feel inexperience can come in or they're not really ready to play. But it's all up to Potter, and all falls on decision making he makes on the team. Tuchel is a great coach. Potter is a Novik, but since Todd made the mistake of hiring him, owns him an Arteta style chance. Okay, this is from Phantom of Minute Topic. Opinions are fine. Personal attack on panelists should not be made. Absolutely. If there is a personal attack on panelists, we can send a message to that person. But if they come again, we have every right to block that comment. Yeah, we cannot. Yeah, yes. I think I saw one personal attack, like Warfarin, but I think it's one of those things that we say. But if that attack is so directly to a person, because I would not like any of my panelists. I would not like any of my panelists to attack any individual on the comment section. I wouldn't like that. So the same way, I wouldn't like any viewer to attack the panels because they're very, very important to the platform. Without you, without them, this whole show cannot go through. You guys have to remember that. Without me and the panels over here, and without you guys, we cannot have a CFC review on the platform. So let's all, respect each other and then have a very nice conversation here. So yes, like I said, let me say it one more time. If you're here with us and you haven't put a like on the video, please do not forget to be part of the poll, and then also put a like on the video. It's very, very important. Let me see what I have here at this moment. Okay, I got it. So yeah, if you're trying to use certain words, just let's rephrase some of our sentence much more better, so it wouldn't sound like an attack, it wouldn't look like an insult on the platform. Guys, let's keep it healthy. Phantom of Many Topics said in the past days of first to like 3 out of last 4 days. Phantom, I love you for that. I love you for doing what you're doing. It says link up play improve massively. Today we just lacked the clinical striker. Striker strikes. Yes, Striker strikes. Kai Havertz has to watch his movement very, very well. And also, I think the defensive coach has to help with Badishir. Badishir have got himself in very, very good, advantageous positions, but he hasn't made good use of those positions that he found himself, especially his header. He has to work very, very, very well. I wrote it down. I said this guy has about 2-3 chances where if it was Thiago Silva, if it was Gary Cahill, John Terry, those guys would have had even a go through their head. So back in the days, why Chelsea were being known as serial killers, where defenders were scoring. Defenders were scoring. I think John Terry scored almost about 25 to 26 career goals in terms of his defending. I'm very, very sure I'm right with the numbers. 25 to 26 goals as a defender. It's not that easy to be scoring goals with you as a defender. So when these guys get into those positions, they always get you goals. So just like I said, Thiago Silva, one of them, they get you goals when things are very difficult. So Badishia need to learn very well, and the coach has to help him be able to get goals with his head, because he found himself in good positions that he could get goals. I'm not sure if as a CFC it was either an accident, or he owes you an apology for blocking you for an opinion. This is from Phantom of Mini Topic. Yes, if there is any apology that needs to be rendered to CFC, I stand here on behalf of whoever blocked you. I apologize to CFC for blocking you. So please, I hope everything is being taken care of. Sorry for that, CFC brother. Hope you're doing very, very well. And I even made you a mod, CFC. I made you a mod. So I made you a mod to sympathize with that. So I hope that will take care of it. Okay, we're gonna move on from there. We're gonna move on to CFC. So saying Potter isn't a Chelsea level coach, isn't a personal attack on anyone. Over 300 million spent on the guys with 15 million contract. Why should I not be expecting results?
Well, you could try. Hang on, you could try getting his salary correct. He's got a 5-year contract at 60 million. That time I did my mathematics, that's 12 million a year.
12 million a year. Okay.
Can't even get that right.
Thank you very much, staff. So a little correction there. Staff said it's 12 million a year. I123 Love You said that I copied all the messages for you, brother, and will inbox you. Please let's be fair and act like adults at the chat people. So thank you very much, Mod. I want to love you for your help, and no issues with me. I want the best and best for my club, Potter in it. Thank you very much. CFC, your opinion, like I said, your opinion are always welcome, but let's reconstruct our sentences very well. Like I said, I hope you're okay. I hope everything ends here and we should be fine. Gulid Ismail said questions. What formation would the panel think we should go for against Dortmund? And would you start Fofana? Kai seems heavy legged recently. We'll look into that, Mr. Ismail. We'll look into that. I didn't read. We'll start Fofana.
You can't start Fofana.
Okay. We can't start Fofana. I don't think it's even in the. He's talking about the start lineup. He's on about
Fofana. Can't start him. He's not in the squad. We were only allowed to register 3.
Yeah, Detro Fofana is not in the starting lineup. I didn't read anything CFC wrote that is worthy of a block. Okay, Phantom, let's let it go. Let's let it go. Okay, Phantom, let's forget about it. Let's forget about the back and front with this. Really, render sincere apologies to CFC, my brother here. So yes, let's move on to another topic. CFC, what's your thoughts on Mount? This is coming from Clinical King Kai. So CFC, what's your but also says CFC, yes, but also Chelsea can't keep replacing coach every month. I'm intrigued on what people think of Mount. I know what Phantom thinks of him already. Patrick Mount, Patrick, this is from Phantom to Patrick. Mount belong with club. Phantom, you always want Mount to move away from Chelsea and go to Arsenal. Liverpool. Ryan, is there anything you want to add to the conversation and everything that we've talked about in regards to the comment and chats, everything? Anything you want to add to it? The blog, comments, and everything. If you have anything you want to say to it, Ryan, you can go ahead and.
On the comments.
Yeah, you want to react to any of the comments or any of the blog and everything? Do you have anything you want to say to it?
No, I mean I thought Mount was decent when he came on. He made a couple of good runs in behind. I remember, I think it was Reece James playing him in on the right side. He made a good run in behind the defence, and then he crossed it, and it didn't lead to a goal. And then I think he popped up on the left side as well. And I think Ziyech was free, if I remember, but he played it more, cut it back, and he could have played it across, and Ziyech would have had a tap in.
Yeah.
I think I remember that happening. So he definitely was influential when he came on, Mason Mount. So I mean, I don't want to be contradicting myself here, because I know I was saying before that he shouldn't make too many substitutions, and what I'm getting at there is that I want him to know his best 11 and pick it from the beginning, so that, you know, he doesn't need to make substitutions to influence the game. You can be 2-3-0 up by, 60, 70 minutes, and then if he wants to rest players and rotate, then he can. But Chelsea are not in that position yet. It's still new faces, getting them all to gel. I will say one point on Cucurella. I know we've talked about him a lot today. So just to close the loop, another thing he was guilty of today was Mudryk made a couple of very good runs in behind the defence on the left side, and he was ignoring him. And it wasn't just me who spotted this. A lot of Chelsea fans spotted it and were posting it on social media. And I think there's a story going around this afternoon or this evening that Mudryk has actually liked an Instagram post. It was like a meme post about Cucurella, ignoring the runs that Mudryk has been making, and apparently Mudryk has liked it. So, read into that what you will, but maybe that kind of hints at, there's a bit of lack of harmony, and the players are not on the same wavelength thus far at Chelsea. I know Frank Leboeuf as well, wasn't it, on ESPN? He was quite critical last week about Cucurella's recent performances as well.
Do you think the dressing room is broken? It's like it's divided into different parts.
No. I don't think. I don't think that. I think Mudryk is probably a bit frustrated that he hasn't got any goals or assists, and he hasn't been able to play a full 90 minutes yet. And that's something I spotted when I was watching today, that especially on one occasion he made such a good run on the left side behind the defender. All it needed was a ball over the top from Cucurella, and he just ignored him, and he just played it sideways to Enzo. And you could see him shrug his shoulders and just be like, what do I have to do? I'm making good runs here. I'm the quickest player in the Premier League. The records show that. Why is this fullback not playing me in? So you could see his frustration.
Okay.
Stav mentioned about Lewis Hall. It's not his position, but I'm sure I saw some stat the other day that in terms of like forward contributions, they're actually equal, Lewis Hall and Cucurella, despite Cucurella's played like 3 or 4 times as many minutes in the Premier League this season than Lewis Hall. So for me, I would even play Lewis Hall right now ahead of Cucurella until Joao is 100% fit and confident enough to start the games. I think Lewis Hall has shown great form, against Fulham, against Man City in those cup matches. I think he's in better form than Cucurella, no doubt about it.
Okay.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah. I agree. I was even thinking, if Cucurella is not having the best of performance, why can't you bring Lewis Hall, who is so good? I know it's not his natural position, but then he's proven anytime we put him in there, he's been outstanding. His runs even overlapping, and the fact that he can't put the ball in the back of the net, but then he's proven that he can defend. He can track back. He can do everything. So if if Joel is not ready, let's put Cucurella aside. If Potter have been able to rectify that Mason Mount need to start from the bench, then it should be the same way to Cucurella. we all sit here, we all understand that Mason Mount is not playing very, very well. So it's time for him to start from the bench. Why not Cucurella too? Because I don't know if Potter don't see what we see. I know he's the coach, but we the fans that watches the game, we see a lot of mistakes and on the pitch that he doesn't see. I'm not so sure if he's not seen it. Okay, but we're gonna move. I'm gonna come back to Stav at this moment.
Yeah, Nizam, just quickly, this is the statistic I was referring to. So, Cucurella's played, I think, 1,300 minutes in the Premier League this season. Lewis Hall's played 300. They both made the same amount of progressive passes, 16. That's quite incredible if you compare the minutes.
1,600, yeah, over 1,000. You're talking about 1,000 minutes compared to
But
just 600, 300,
300, yeah.
Yeah,
and they both made the same number of progressive passes.
Yeah, because one of them's an attacking midfielder. So making progressive passes is easier for him, right? It doesn't mean...
But they're still playing from the... Lewis Hall's been playing predominantly the left back, hasn't he?
Yeah, he played. I think he played. There was one time that he played in the midfield where he was being subbed. But then the 2 games or 3 games that he played as a left wing, not the left wing, left back position, he played the whole 90 minutes.
Yeah, because it's naturally inbuilt into his psyche to play the ball forward, because naturally he plays as an attacking mid, right? Last time he played at left back, he didn't have a good game. Okay, and you can keep playing Lewis Hall, who's 18 years old. Watch him get destroyed 2 or 3 times and just basically kill his career and his confidence. These kids have to be brought in, nurtured, and used in the right times, right? That's part of building a squad for the future, right? This mentality, right, that we should be...
you do say that, Stav.
No, we're comparing. It's a compare. We're not saying we should start him. I said that.
You do say that, Stav, but Nizam, you compare it to over in Man City and how Guardiola has phased Rico Lewis into their defense. He has been outstanding. And he's not someone who they've, like Stav was saying, nurtured them in and be very risk averse. He has thrown the guy straight into the deep end. And he's done so well that Cancelo, he's been complaining in the background, not getting minutes, and he's loaned him out to Bayern Munich.
Yeah, Cancelo's played more minutes for Man City than any other player before he moved to Bayern Munich.
But he's talking about Luka Lewis. He was just
Rico Lewis.
Yeah.
He has thrown him into the deep end, and he hasn't destroyed his career. If anything, he's propelled him forward because he's given him the chance.
Okay.
So that's, I don't necessarily disagree, generally speaking, what Stav said, but, that's just an example of, throwing somebody in and actually working well.
What do you think?
Working in the player's favour.
Did Phil Foden get thrown in at the deep end, play every game and consistently? No. He was nurtured. And when he was asked, why don't you play him all the time? That's the reason he gave. He said, because I don't want to destroy him.
Right, so there's examples where it works, there's examples where it doesn't work. Yeah. There's not necessarily a hypothesis that you have to follow.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is he's an attacking midfielder. And we're talking about throwing him in at left back, right, and expecting him to perform.
Yeah, throwing him at left back against a team that's 16th in the league, it's not going to destroy his career, him playing today ahead of Cucurella. I don't think so.
Just because they're 16th, right, you have to look at who he's going to be up against, right? Cucurella's just useless, right? He can't defend the space in behind him, right? But the same thing applies to Lewis Hall, right? If he's up against Bowen, he's going to be in trouble, right? There was no need, right? Doesn't matter where West Ham are in the league. It matters who he's up against during the game, who he's going to be trying to defend the game, right? And this is like people just not getting the whole project. You have to bring these kids in, nurture them slowly, right? And then the better they get, then you start playing them more often, right? This is a project of Bowley's, and it's a totally different situation from instant success that Roman demanded, right? And I keep hearing this stuff about Potter not being the right man. Please tell me, was Roberto Di Matteo the right man to take over from Andre Villas-Boas, an assistant? No. He won the Champions League and he won the FA Cup, which is one up on Thomas Tuchel. And why did he win that? Because he had the players there who'd built an understanding over a long period of time, and they had people who led the team and knew what they were doing, right? And they were determined because a lot of them knew that could be their last chance to win the Champions League. And it's a totally different aspect from what Potter's faced with, right? And Bowley has his plan, and he has his expectations of Potter, right? And if you can't have the patience to understand the project, right, and just accept that we're going to have to wait, okay, then there's nothing else I can say to you. It doesn't mean that Potter's not capable, right? He is highly rated throughout football, right? Ask Pep, right? Ask Klopp, okay? And this mentality, right? Let's get this straight, right? Thomas Tuchel followed on the coattails of Jurgen Klopp, right? It was Klopp who took Mainz up from the second division, and the Klopp moved on to Dortmund because of that, right? Nobody said you've only got a second division team promoted, you're not good enough for Dortmund, and they gave him the chance, and he way outdid Tuchel at Dortmund, right? And then he moved on to Liverpool, and nobody said, Tuchel, you've only won one German Cup, you're not fit to coach PSG. Give the guy a chance. He's come in, right? We've had the World Cup. We've had a condensed Champions League into a shorter period of time. 17 out of 25 players injured, right? And you've all forgotten this. And you've all forgotten that he went 5 games in the Premier League unbeaten and dominated our Champions League group before the injuries kicked in. So wasn't that Potter good enough?
All right, Stava. Thank you very much, Stava and Ryan. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys back and front, trying to argue the fact that Lewis Hall can do a better job given the chance, and Lewis Hall can do much better than Cucurella is doing at this moment. But yes, staff also make a point. All points have been accepted. But then, yeah, I think from what I've seen, from what I'm hearing, if Lewis Hall is a better player and Cucurella is having issues, who is to start that game? I think Luis will prefer. I mean, it will be the preferred choice to be in that position if he's having problems against West Ham United, who are not on top.
One last comment on that, right?
Yes.
I would
go ahead. Let me read the
Lewis
message.
Hall, right, ahead of Cucurella, if he wasn't up against Jed Bowen. And I said, you have to look at the person you're up against, and it needed someone with more experience, right?
Are you saying that Luis Hall cannot match the pace of Joao Felix?
No, what I'm saying is
Cucurella didn't do a great job today. Let's be honest. As an experienced defender, he was pretty static for the cross that led to the Emerson goal.
Yeah, I said that, right? At the beginning, I said Cucurella and Mudryk, right, Cucurella lost the ball, and then they both allowed the cross, went over the top of Barry Shields.
Summarize that one so I can read some more of the comments.
My point is, does Lewis Hall currently have the experience and the ability, right, to stand up to Jed Bowen, right? And I don't think he does. Okay? Look what Bowen did to us last season in the same game.
All right, thank you very much, Stavi. I'll come back to Ryan. Come back to you again. This is Mr. Smart said Mount seems overused, and when he comes in for a winger when it is not his natural position, that it will lead to an fair judgment coming from my brother here. We replaced Lampard with TT and won a Champions League. Who is Potter? That cannot be replaced. Coming from CFC. Phantom of Many Topic said Ziyech was an excellent corner kicker until the corner kick coach left Chelsea. Who is the corner kick coach? Mark Cucurella played as if he was partially blind from the left side. Mudryk was supposed to stay on his was supposed to stay on as he lacked overlapping runs. Chilwell was going to bring that. Mr. Patrick said I'll swap Cucurella for Cancelo in the heartbeat. It's 15 million including his staff. CFC, that is staff is CFC brought that up. He says the 50 million he was talking about includes his fee, which is his money, Potter's money, and then the money for his staff. So that is what he's saying. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that.
So do I do the same thing with Tuchel?
We'll come back to that stuff. Let me read. I have a lot here to read.
When you read the comments, but when you get down, right? Our mate who arrived late, right?
Okay. All right, go. If you want to say something to go for it right now. Just a quick one so I can continue.
Yeah. Patrick. Okay. Patrick Bateman. Let's get something straight here, right? We got out the group stage because of Lampard. Lampard doesn't get us out the group stage. Right, we don't win the Champions League. We don't win the Champions League. We don't win the Super Cup. We don't win the Super Cup or the Champions League. We don't win the Club World Cup. If you're going to get excited about two competitions, right, that constitute 3 games in total and call them finals, right, then, sorry, I disagree with you, okay? That I'm not counting them as 3 finals, right? And without Lampard, those three trophies encompassed a total of 10 games. And you're getting excited about it. I'll be more concerned by the fact that Thomas Tuchel is the only Chelsea coach in Chelsea's history to lose 3 finals. Proper finals that we had to get to by winning rounds, and right, not just one game. The Super Cup's not a final. It's no better than the Community Shield. It's not a final.
Okay. Stav, I've said it, so I gave a little bit of time for Stav to if any reaction. Ryan, if you have any reaction in regards to the comments that I'm reading, just let me know, okay?
Sure. I have a question to you both, but it can be afterwards.
Yeah, sure. You can go ahead before. Okay,
please go through the comments. Go through the comments.
Yeah, let me. Too many over here. Let me catch up like maybe halfway through. Then the comments. Question will come in. I want to shave off Cucurella's hair.
Yeah, so do I. So do I. I'll help you, Patrick.
Phantom of Many Topics said on record being against Cucurella and Fofana. I think Fofana signing from the start due to price issue. Phantom of Many Topics, Luis Hall even made Cucurella score. Thank you very much for that statistics from Mr. Phantom of Many Topics. So influencing watching his hair bubbling when he's sprinting back to defend because he's caught out of position way up the pitch. Patrick, you are correct. Tottenham couldn't have pulled Cucurella's hair if he had short hair. He is not playing in CAM. I think CAM, though is he? I think and this from Mr. Patrick. So the LB play the ball backwards, left back, which is from Luis Hall, is a warrior. There was 2 instances today where Felix made a run front pass and then Cucurella didn't cross. Who gets the blame? So that is from a CFC. So he said that there was 2 instances today where Felix made a run front pass and Cucurella didn't cross. Who gets the blame? Who is Cobham General? Oh,
Lewis Hall.
He's Cobham General.
He's on about Lewis Hall.
Lewis Hall. Oh, okay. Yeah, someone said he's a warrior. So someone said Patrick said he's a Cobham General. So, Staff, are you saying Chelsea should adopt an Arsenal model?
We already
Pepper,
have. We already have.
Pep rotates everyone in his squad. I know you guys would like to react to that one. Pep rotates everyone in his squad. Patrick, truth. Patrick, this is from Phantom to Patrick. Says truth. You speak. My truth. That is Potter out, please. That is from Chong Nunga. Big up to you, my brother. It's I think the first time seeing here. Chong, big up to you. He says Potter out. Potter out. To adopt an Arsenal model, players have to respect the coach. Our players have won a Champions League and World Cup, while Potter hasn't. Oh, my stance. My stance on Potter. Todd owes him a chance to build a team. Arteta style, unless Pep or Mourinho are available. That is Phantom of Mini topic. Cab your TT agenda. I'd love for us to back Potter to build his Chelsea. He deserves it. I think it deserve it. Athletes. I think at least or athletes.
It's
At
Patrick
least
changed his name.
Yeah, that's from Patrick. Yeah.
Yeah, as he changed his name. It was BVT before, wasn't it?
He said what?
I said it was BVT before.
Yeah.
Same Patrick in it. Look.
Yeah, it's Patrick.
Patrick, can I just address what Patrick just said there? Patrick, let's get something straight, right? The only reason I mentioned TT is because he was given a chance. He was given a chance by Dortmund. He was given a chance by PSG, and he was given chances by Chelsea. And all I'm saying is, don't be judging Potter, right, just because he came from Brighton, because Thomas Tuchel came from somewhere too, right? He didn't start at the top. Jose Mourinho started at a second division team. Carlo Ancelotti didn't win a thing until he went to Juventus. Same thing with Allegri, same thing with Conte, right? These managers start somewhere, right? The guy's 47, right? He's not that old for a coach. Just give him the time, which you said you already will.
Okay. Thank you very much, staff. So we got some few. I'll come back to you, Mr. Ryan. Big up to you, Blues and Chelsea. Potter, Potterus. I think Potter, Rosses. I'm sure that's what he's trying to say. Hashtag trust the Potterus. I'm sure that's what Mikhail. Big up to you, Mikhail, big brother. I hope you're doing well. It's been a long time, brother. The first Chelsea Champions League was won on shutout, not as legit as Harvest go via winner decoy. Chelsea isn't a project club. We are win for now. That's why we have 19 plus trophies in 20 something seasons. That makes it a CFC. Say we are not a project team. We're not a project team. We're born to win. We have to win. That's CFC. TT got us in a six finals and won 3 of them. This is a Chelsea squad from other managers. He had a 0 signing. Sorry.
Well, he had 5 or 6 signings in the summer, and how great were they all? Like Koulibaly, Cucurella, Aubameyang. Those were his signings.
Yeah. Okay. CFC, we buy trophies like PSG. Yes. This is why I like Roman. He wasn't sentiment, get results or get out mentality. We buy or don't buy. We sing champions of Europe because of that mentality. Coming from CFC. Thank you very much, CFC. Like your energy, bro. CFC, when you didn't buy the Kim Bate team was no more successful than FFC. This is directly message to CFC. When you didn't buy
Fulham.
the Kim Bate team.
He's comparing Chelsea to Fulham.
Oh, to Fulham. Okay, that's a Phantom of Minitopic who always make that comparison. United gave Ole time, and lost UEL. We won UEL and booted Sarri and I think we won the Champions League. I think this happened because of us sticking with one manager. I get what CFC is trying to say. He says he's trying to say that if you give too much time to Potter, it means that we're not even going to win the Champions League. Just like Man United give Ole Gunnar Solskjaer time and they lost the Europa League. So that is what I think he's trying to say over here. Thank you very much. I try as much as I can to understand some of the comments. Because I know there could be typing errors. History don't remember. History don't remember who got us out of the group stage. It was TT who made Rudiger world class and beat Man City and beat Man City. TT only the only gaffer to win us the Club World Cup. Thank you very much for what TT has done in the past. He will still be remembered in the eyes of all Chelsea fans. Tuchel and Cucurella have some problem that Potter, Lampard, and Luis Hall and Reece James don't. That is from Mikhail. Mikhail put that on there. Big up to you, Mr. Mikhail. Says he's a true Chelsea fan. He's just a neighbor close to me over here. If Tuchel replaced Lampard earlier, we come out of early stage anyway. CFC, I'm sorry, I didn't want to see Chelsea's playing Conference League with Potter next season with $500 million spent. It's on the is the Conference League the same as the Europa League? I don't think they're the same, isn't it? No, the Conference League is different from the Europa League, right? I'm sorry.
The Conference League is below the Europa.
Yeah, it's below the Europa. So if Chelsea find themselves in Europa, I'll be fine.
Yeah, and teams that get knocked out of the Europa League
get into the Conference League.
Drop in the conference, right? Can I
the group stage.
Can I just clear something up?
Yes,
right,
sir.
Mr. CFC. Nobody booted Sarri out. Sarri left of his own accord. He went to take the Juventus job. So this is why sometimes I get frustrated with people throwing comments in. Right, Marina Granovskaya tried to keep Sarri. She tried to talk him into staying, right? And he left because he wanted the Juve job. So let's not say he got kicked out. He didn't get kicked out at all.
Thank you very much, Stav, for the for jumping in real quick. I'm sorry I didn't want to see Chelsea playing. Okay, we see that. How can I join you guys in the studio? Okay, if Mr. Raymond, if it's the first time, I'm going to try this today. Mr. Raymond, I'll put a link in the comments to join in and then have your say. I do that once in a while, but since you've requested for it, I will give you the link. So I'll put a link in the chat for everyone to see. Yeah, I'll put a link in the chat for everyone to see. If you want to join in and have your say, you're welcome. Join in and have a say, guys. It's in there. I've just posted it. Mr. Raymond, join in and have your say. Let us know what you make of the team, of Potter's selection and everything. So, like I said,
Razan, should I come in with my point, or do you want to continue with the comments?
Go ahead.
Okay, so we haven't spoken about the handball yet. I think it's one of the worst. Chelsea being on the wrong end of one of the worst VAR decisions.
Best save of the season.
Best save of the season, yeah. So Chelsea on the wrong end of, by far, I think the worst VAR decision of the season. Yeah. One of the worst decisions since VAR was implemented, I think. The most bizarre thing is that I think slightly before the incident, the Gallagher shot and the Souček handball, West Ham had a disallowed goal, right? And it was clear from the first replay that Declan Rice was a good, comfortably offside. but for some reason, I don't know what the hell they were checking. They seem to want to spend ages. They spent 2-3 minutes checking this, when we could see from the first replay it was clearly offside. Finally, okay, they give it an offside. But then this incident happens. Gallagher's shot is going on target.
Mm-hmm.
It's clear what Souček is doing. You know, he's conveniently put his hands as he's falling down. It's hit his hands. The shot was going on target. It's a penalty all day long. And it takes them like 10, 20 seconds. I don't even know if they properly even looked at it, the VAR. And they decide that no, there's no penalty. And even Peter Walton, I'm sure Stav was watching it on BT Sport as well. Peter Walton's like, hang on a second, I'm flabbergasted here. You know, this is a penalty. You know, and that's the next referee saying that. So I cannot believe that. But my other point on this, connected to this, is that, you know, we were talking last week about Chelsea have hired on a consultancy basis this mental coach, right? That used to work with the All Blacks rugby team, and he's supposed to foster, you know, a winning culture at the club, help the players do so. You know, he helped the New Zealand All Blacks to win back-to-back World Cup rugby trophies, I think. So I noticed after the game, Potter had an interview with BT Sport, and he was asked about the handball incident, and he gave quite a timid, calm reaction, let's say. You know, he said that something along the lines of, I'm paraphrasing here, that sometimes these decisions don't go your way and we move on, and he didn't dwell much about it. So I noticed, because I was looking on the social media, you know, he was getting a lot of stick, some stick, not a lot of stick, from fans saying, you know, where's the passion? Where's the emotion? Why is he not
Lord just said
strongly condemning it?
Go ahead.
Lord said in the comments as well, yeah. So my question, you know, is a long way to get to the question, but for both of you, is this one of those where he's damned if he does, damned if he doesn't? You know, if he comes out and a la Conte, Mourinho, you know, has strong words about the performance of the ref, and, you know, is critical and stuff, then we criticize him because, you know, he's being whatever, unprofessional, and, you know, bringing the game and the ref into disrepute. Whereas if he keeps quiet, then you get the reaction today from fans saying, you know, he's too calm, he's too nice, we want to see more passion. Is he damned if he does, damned if he doesn't? Or is there a legitimate argument here that, you know, he needs to show more passion for wanting to win the game and criticize these bad decisions? Question for you both.
This is what I would say. Sometimes the demeanor, or maybe the coach's reaction at the dugout, always play impact in the way your players also perform on the pitch. So we've had this conversation before in regards to how he reacts on the pitch, and even his comments in regards to the penalty. I think it should be more reactional to say, because that could have taken your team to a different level. Because as of now, Liverpool hasn't played 2 games. They have 2 games in hand. They have the I think the Merseyside derby to play. They have the derby to play, which they could, when they score, they win all those 2 games, they will stretch Chelsea. Because like just Ryan said, I think his explanation towards that penalty wasn't okay, because it should show much more passion and say, look, he doesn't know what VAR are doing. But if you don't want to comment on the referee, it's more acceptable. It is acceptable because a lot of coaches will not like to comment on referees. So I don't know what Stav want to say in regards to that, but I think he should have reacted more than the way he reacted.
Okay. When Mourinho used to do it, right?
Yeah, fine.
Well, he got, not to forget the fine. When Mourinho did it, right? And I know this because I've seen a lot of comments on social media after he got sacked. Oh, but I'm glad he's gone, because all he ever did was whinge, complain and moan, right? And going back to that time, Mourinho said, he basically said that there's a vendetta against Chelsea, right? And he said that openly. And then everybody was attacking him once he got sacked that about this vendetta against Chelsea, right? And now, this season, was it this season or the end of last season, Chelsea fans started a petition against Anthony Taylor, right? So, yeah, yes, Ryan, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, right? It's as simple as that.
Okay.
That,
Let me
I'd probably say I agree with Stav on that.
Okay.
I think it's harsh. Some of the comments I saw about the interview.
yeah, because they don't want him, and they'll attack him for just anything, just like they did with Mourinho, right? When he got sacked, right, the second time, they attacked him, and these were supposed to be Chelsea fans, right? It's just like, look, I'm sick of saying this. I'm going to say it one more time.
No, I think especially with what happened with Tuchel early in the season with Conte, his ding dong and the shaking of the hand and stuff. We don't want Chelsea manager going down that route. So I can understand.
Okay.
Right, why are you putting him on with his Dortmund shirt?
He supports Dortmund. He's a Dortmund supporter,
Right,
so
look,
let him support Dortmund. He's a Chelsea and
listen.
Dortmund and Fulham supporter.
I need to
All right,
go
let
somewhere.
me welcome him to the platform. Phantom of Many Topic, welcome to the platform. Blue Clouds Media.
Thank you. I have a strong signal today. It's been a long time since I've been on your show. I just want to say, that I guess it's more prevalent in America that we just we root for the winning teams. I have been a loyal supporter of the Dallas Cowboys for 27 years, and we have not won a trophy. That's why I'm trophy hunting, because I've spent a generation. 25 years is a generation, and I've spent a generation of not having a trophy, and I want one. So that's what I did.
So I know you've been typing. You've been strongly typing in the comment section. What do you make of Chelsea game today? You as a Chelsea and the Fulham and the Dortmund fan.
I think that Chelsea was robbed of a penalty kick, but since Jorginho has left, the penalty kick is not necessarily a guarantee of a goal. So we could have ended up in a tie anyway.
You think if that penalty has gone to Chelsea's way, we wouldn't have someone that can put that ball in the back of the net? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm just saying it's back when Jorginho was hot. Remember when he was considered for the Ballon d'Or? He wasn't even missing one. He was considered like the greatest penalty kicker of all time with his little, his little deception right before he did the kick. Until one day he started missing penalties, and then he just started missing penalties a lot, right?
So what I'm saying is, if Chelsea should have that penalty, you didn't think there's no one there that can convict it?
No, I'm saying there was a probably 85%, 90% chance that it would have gone in. But
okay,
I mean, even Man City, the first time they played Chelsea versus the Chelsea Tuchel, they missed their penalty kick against us, right? So it's not always a guarantee that a penalty kick will result in a score.
And what do you make of his starting lineup?
In what the league average is, what 8% chance that you hit up? Ryan would know.
Can you take that again? I think
your
signal is breaking. I guess looks like we lost Phantom of Many Topics for this moment. We're gonna when Phantom get himself ready, we'll get him back on there. So Mr. I think
okay,
someone requested.
I think the league average is about 85% of the penalty kicks results in a score. Is that correct?
Nope. Phantom is out. Okay, I think it was just rebooting. Okay, Mason Mount smiling after the game was a disgrace. I didn't like how Potter didn't show enough passion in the interview. These players are this is disgusting. I wish a change that That is from Lord. Big up to you, Lord. Conference League winners got to drop. I think they drop into the Europa. Europa next year. Yeah, I mean the Conference League is no brainer. It's not anything good for. It's not good for my team. But then the Europa League, yes, I always want to be in there and play. Spots on. I will kick out Mount and then keep Gallagher. Mount has got too big for his breeches. There is Emma Hayes reading the route. I think the route act to her team, and then there is CFC men's team Hob Nobbin post game in the derby. Okay, that's what Mikhail said. Patrick said Emma Hayes is elite. The women's team putting the men's team to shame right now. I mean, if the men are not doing, the women are making the men proud. I will take Emma Hayes over Potter. She is at least a winner, unlike Potter, who's only flex. Only flex is that he has a psychological degree. Oh my goodness, Mourinho knew there was agenda against Chelsea a long time ago. Yes, that thing is agenda. I don't know. Don't forget Milk Dean. What's Milk Dean? Is it Mike Dean? Oh yeah, I think he's talking about Mike Dean. You're out to be more patient. May was you born after Don Raymond took over? I'm not sure what that means. Don Raymond. Stav, you guys, do you understand what he means? Mr. Patrick means. Okay.
Which comment? Well, sorry, I missed it.
Well,
yeah,
which comment?
Mr. Patrick said you're out. I think he said something here. How are you, Fulham and Chelsea fans? Okay, I think he says you're out to be more patient. May was you born after Don Raymond to okay Abramovich? Okay, yeah. What difference does it make when I was born? Roman built a culture of trophies on sacking the manager. Mikhail, big up to you. Mikhail is still. I thought Mikhail was gone. He says, big up to the troll of Fulham Road. I think this is directed to Phantom of many topics. Means you was brought up on it. No wonder why you have no patience. Guys, let's I like this heat in there.
Yeah,
I like this heat over there. I like it today. I like it. I like it. But I mean, of course, I was brought up on winning, not coming second and third. You want to play Conference League after spending half a billion? No, I don't want to. But I mean, if Chelsea doesn't find himself, not the Conference League, I don't want to see myself in the Conference League. Europa League is fine for now. Whilst I'm saying Europa League is fine because Potter, man needs time. Man needs time to Can you turn the camera on? Let me see you, Hams Jackson. Oh, Hams. I see you, who Hams is.
Are you ever going to come back to me?
Yeah, I'll come back to you. Hams, how you doing? Yeah, I'll come back to you.
If you're not, I'll go and watch some TV.
Yeah, I'll come back to you. Have patience, Stavi. I thought you have patience for Graham Potter.
Why? Hang on a minute. Why should I be the only person, on this platform who has any patience?
No, you actually. If I'm gonna come back to you, and I said, give me a second. I'll come back to you right away. Okay.
You asked for that.
Okay. Of course, I was brought up winning trophies, and Goulet Ismail said Chelsea should concentrate on Champions League now. This will really test the waters with the owners. Thank you very much. Most successful club in 22 or 3. 21 trophies. Why should I be patient with Joe's called Potter?
So it's okay. It's okay to call Potter Dross.
Okay. Most successful club. Yeah.
Pathetic.
Sorry,
it's pathetic. Right, CFC. I've got a question for you. I've got a question for CFC. Seems to have a lot to say, right? CFC, can you please tell me where you sit at Stamford Bridge.
All right, he'll give you the answer. The answer is coming. CS will give you the answer here,
Yeah.
very soon.
Tell me where
Phantom of
you
Many
sit at
Topics said,
Stamford Bridge.
sorry, my internet signal went weak. I was saying penalty kick only goes to a league average of 85% of time. Not guaranteed win, but 100% it was handball. Absolutely. Okay. Hashtag trust the Potter process, Potterosis. At CFC, give it time. It's not your 600 million plus 3 billion ads on. CFC, we're going through entire club rebuild, and you expect immediate success. Where is the tough process?
There's never
Okay,
thought process.
There's no.
Yes, it's my club, pal. I support it. It makes a difference to me where we finish, not how much we spend.
Not answering the question.
CFC is back against it. I could not care less if we spend 2 billion. How many trophies we put in the cabinet is my concern. That is from CFC. And then Mikhail also came back and said maybe Mike Ashley will buy CFC to make it great again after clearly goes bankrupt on Fulham Road. Matthew Hardin's lower. This is Patrick says Matthew Hardin's lower when I do go to the game UTC. So that is CFC also said where I sit on Stamford Bridge. I would that answer make Potter win? Make Potter good, sorry, or maybe with that answer, make Potter win. Okay, Staff, you have anything you want to say, or let me welcome my brother, Hams. Big up to you, Hams Jackson, Hams Master. Big up to you, and welcome to the stream again.
Thank you for having me, Blue Coats. I don't want to
go ahead.
Too much. I'm disappointed with the result. It is what it is. Another bad result, but should have been a penalty. We had good moments, but it's one of those, another bad day in the office, and I'm not happy.
Yeah. Hams Jackson, why are you so disappointed? What do you think Potter should have done right to be able to come up with a 3 points?
I'll probably say the only thing I would say is the substitutions was bad in this game. The lineup was pretty good. I liked the lineup, but it's just the substitutions didn't make any sense, which really hindered the second half, because the second half was really flat compared to the first half, where we actually did some good things, which allowed West Ham to build momentum. So that was disappointing in our end. But there were some good things, like Enzo Fernandez was excellent. Joao Felix was excellent. And so is probably Silva, and Badishule was probably good. But other than that, there's nothing else to say about today's performance.
Okay, I'll come back to you, Mr. Jackson. I want to ask some positives. You say you give me some positives of the game, but I'm going to go back to Stav. So, Stav wants to talk. Stav, back to you again.
Yeah, I can see CFC's answer there about where he sits at Stamford Bridge. That's not the question, is it? I didn't ask you, does it make Potter good? Right, okay, look, I'm going to make a generalised statement here, right? And let's get something straight. This is not Roman's club anymore. This is Todd Bowley, Clear Lake, right? Vice and a couple of others, right? It's a consortium. It's their project, their money, right? It's the way they want the club to go. We're going through a major upheaval where we were sanctioned, right? And now we're having to rebuild again the whole club. All the staff has changed, right? All Roman's staff have gone. This is Bowley's club, right? And Clear Lakes, right? To get that into your thick skulls, people, right? You need to let that sink in. This is a different project from what Roman wanted, right? I've been supporting Chelsea for 53 years. I spent 26 years without a trophy, right? Watched us get relegated more than once, right? I watched us lose cup games to really small, menial teams, right? That we should never have lost. And just because we had a period of success, right, doesn't mean that we have a divine right to the success now. So you need to start realizing that this is not Potter's project. Potter is doing what he was asked to do. He's rebuilding the club, right, with Bowley together, right?
Yeah.
He has had to face, I've said it before and I'm going to say it again because I'm getting a bit tired of repeating myself, a poor
don't get tired.
summer,
Keep going.
a poor summer transfer window, in and out. There are young guys, every bit as good as Hall, some of them even better, who are playing for other clubs, right? And that's not down to Potter. They left before Potter came in. You then had the Queen die, so 2 games were cancelled, right? So he couldn't organise the squad in actual match environment. We then had the players go away in October to play 3 international matches, right? They come back. We've got the Champions League condensed into 5 weeks less than normal. We're playing far too many games, right? And we picked up far too many injuries. Okay? And if you think, right, that we're going to win the championship in those circumstances, go and support another club, because that's not happening this season. It might not even happen next, right? But the whole thing is to make it a long-term success. And I'm fed up. 26 years I waited for a trophy, right? Waited 23 years for a cup final, which we lost to Man United 4-0, right? This isn't about the 20 years under Roman. We've moved on. I love Roman, but he's gone. Get that into your heads. Roman has gone. It's not the same project, right? And you can sit there, you can slag off Potter, you can call him any name you want, doesn't make you right. This guy has come in the most difficult circumstances the club has faced since the 80s and 90s when we were going bust, right? He's had a decimated squad through injuries. Then the World Cup come up. He had 8 injured players, 12 away at the World Cup. He only had 5 players to work with during November and December. Get that into your heads, right? No other coach has had that, right? Klopp comes closest because he's had 5 or 6 injuries, right? But this is a different project. And we're not going to win trophies just because you lot think we should. Stop slagging off.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Stav. Take a breather. Take a breather. Hams, we did talk a lot about certain players, certain key players, and you also did mention the likes of Halo Modric and then Enzo Fernandez. What do you make of the Cucurella's position, and what do you make of his performance so far, Hams?
Another disappointing performance from Cucurella. I don't think he was good at all, to be honest. He was responsible for the goal, I would say. But I won't go. I would say it's not just him, but he was a part of that goal. I would say Reece James in the back post, if should be dealing with that. There was just whole calamity of the defense in that side when the cross came in. But Cucurella played a part with that goal, and it was just overall it was poor performance.
Yeah.
What's this guy's name? Hans.
Hans Jackson.
Yeah, Hans. Right. You're correct. Cucurella gave the ball away, and then he didn't try to get it back. Mudryk stood off as well, so the cross was allowed. Yeah, it went over Buddy Shield's head, but I can't blame him because he jumped as high as he could. And you're right about Reece James on the back post, but also, like I said earlier on, S.A. Manos said last night. Right in the live chat.
Yeah, I saw Esemano today. He's just had one comment today. Yeah, Esemano.
Yeah, Mudryk, right? If Mudryk starts, we'll concede a goal because he's not tracking back. Now, Reece James,
Agree with that.
was at fault. He was at fault, but he's concentrating, on the ball coming in. Yeah. And he doesn't see the man behind him, Emerson. Right. Now, that's Mudrik's job. He should be tracking him back. So you can blame any. The primary fault was Cucurella's, and less extent Mudrik.
I
And then Reece
thought
James.
the commentator said, what's his name? Madueke was supposed to be there as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. S.A. Manos said in the live chat last night's show that if Mudwiki starts the game, we will concede a goal because he won't track his man back. And he didn't track Emerson back, did he?
Yeah, he did.
You see Emerson, he come on the back post by himself.
All right. Thank you very much, Starvin Hams
I agree with
Master.
that.
Yeah. I think this is to start. This is I made 11 videos at Stamford Bridge of Fulham Broadway. If you got to my channel after this broadcast, you should be able to tell I sat near the triangle or that said Chelsea Football Club. So this is also as Emmanuel said, CFC, where did you sit at Stamford Bridge? Simple question. That's from S. Manos over here. We must suffer. We must suffer before it becomes, it gets difficult. It gets nasty before it gets better. That's where we're leading to. Seems to be recurring phenomenon that so-called supporters that start the club calling it criticism don't attend the bridge. Me, I'm not even a UK, so I criticize very well. Where I sit at the bridge isn't a factor of Chelsea's success. Not sure what your question is relevant to, pal.
He's answering my question.
Yes, that's your question.
By not answering it. Not answering it.
Most people that want Mount out don't go to the bridge either. Yes. Today, to be honest with you, when I was watching the game, I wasn't watching the ball. Today, honestly, I wasn't watching the ball. I was watching Madueke and Modric when the ball and the camera goes to that section. That's what I was doing most of the time today. I wasn't really watching the ball. So Chelsea have to suffer for now. We as fans are being reactionary. We can expect a miracle in a few months. We have to be patient for one now. That is coming from Ismail. Patrick said, I agree. The trophy cabinet, Matis. I wonder how long it will take Bowley to win it all. It means if Bowley has been there in the club, I don't know how long. It depends. It depends. We need to read off Potter. He don't know how to use all these players. Time will tell.
Been 2 games.
Time will tell. Todd B took Marcus Dodges from last place to award series champions in 5 years. 5 years. I agree on staff. Potter got it down to build it up. That is from Michele Madrid. I used to call it Michele. We have a divine right to be competent. This give time mentality is why clubs like United and Arsenal go more than a decade without a Premier League. From CSC.
You can also say Liverpool as well.
Liverpool. Yeah, I mean, the immediate feast will come. It will take time. Let's.
Are you gonna carry on letting CFC insult people? Whether it's me or let's get something straight. I've just seen his point. He's not a season ticket holder, and I'm not anymore. I never said I was still a season ticket holder. Right? I've been quite clear that I have not got a season ticket anymore. But I've been there, done it, and seen it all. Right?
Over 1,000 games, right?
Yeah, nearly 1,200 games in 53 years. Right?
Wow.
And that doesn't include the games I've watched Ajax play at the Amsterdam Arena. It doesn't include following Cyprus national team around Europe. right? You add all them on, you're getting closer to 1,500. Now, that's the point is, right? This is a project that's been set up by Bowley and his fellow consortium members, of Barley and all that lot, Vice, all of them, right? And people need to get a grip. It's not Roman anymore. Roman will eventually buy a club somewhere else. If you think that Chelsea Football Club is Roman, go and support the club he buys eventually, because he will buy another club, right?
Okay.
Because
thank you very much.
yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Stava. Says, let's have it right. Bowl it all down. The clubs ripped it out the root that Roman left, and he is laying down the foundation for his reign. And I am on the board because I support my club. Proper chills. Thank you very. That's from Mr. Patrick. Mikhail. Give Potter 26. Yeah, give Potter 26 years. Then we can review. 26 years. Okay. But tell me why you ask where I sit. I'm wondering if that's gonna make Potter.
Why do you keep reading it?
It's a different one. He keep bringing the same thing.
Same
it says
comment.
give Potter 200 years. I say. I'm willing to relocate my seat if that's affect Mr. Potter's capability. That's from CFC. It's Phantom said it has been 27 years since my Dallas Cowboy won, and we are still I think it should be still waiting. Hazard will come to the ball. Hazard will come to the ball. Then 10 with the ball while LB made is it Ruben? Who's LB?
Left back.
Left back made overlapping runs. Mudryk wanted ball put in behind while being marked, not Cucurella fault fully. So I seen what he's trying to say in regards to what Hazard did.
Can I just clarify one thing, please? Let me clarify one thing.
Hold on.
In normal circumstances, right? I wouldn't.
We got some few more hours. Minutes more hours to go.
I wouldn't pick Cucurella. I wouldn't pick him, but I don't know what current condition Chilwell's in, right?
I guess he had no choice because of the Chilwell's the only option, and Lewis.
No, Chilwell is not the only option. We have a academy player, Lewis Hall, who can play,
but he wasn't in the squad. That's the thing.
He wasn't there. That's what I was thinking. If he had made that decision right, we wouldn't have these Cucurella problems today. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, likelihood is that squad's been picked for next Wednesday's game, right? In mind, right?
I mean, we he could learn something from this game, and
you may
learn something from it.
Right, next week, you may see Lewis Hall in the squad, right? Because you can have up to 10 substitutes, however many you can have, right? And you can include the B-listers, right? Mm-hmm. Now, what I would like to see is eventually for Potter to give Tatsuro Fofana some game time. But he's not going to do that, right, while he's got 5 other new guys starting the game, right? That's not going to happen. You need to do it gradually. You start off, you got to pick Felix, you got to pick Enzo, and you got to pick Badal, right, in the Premier League, right? And then you add another 2, and then you want Tatsuro Fofana as well. 6 new guys isn't going to win you a game, right?
Okay, this is from Mikhail. Say we need some, I think, synergy on left flank. But yes, it wouldn't hurt for Cuckoo to put on or to put 1 or 2 in behind or over. Yeah, Cucurella is a stinker. CFC say yes. First answer the question. What? Huh?
I'm afraid.
Cucurella's the new Jorginho.
What my sitting He rephrases. CFC rephrases the question again.
It's the same
What's
thing.
my sitting affect the performance of Chelsea? Go on. Your questions. Okay, I have two season ticket, and you don't at this moment. Okay, so CFC says he's got 2 season tickets. Okay, everyone should know
Okay.
my first stadium attendance was at Craven Cottage on Tuesday. Didn't go to Stamford Bridge until Sunday. FFC happens before CFC. Your history of where you went to games and how many you attended, where I sit in Stamford Bridge has no bearing on the performance of Chelsea.
CFC.
51 years
You're
51
just
years
one-dimensional.
old, only
You've got a
stuff.
one-dimensional argument, CFC. You're one-dimensional and you've become boring. Sorry.
If you don't hold ST, why you ask me where I sit? Is that affecting a Porter? Oh, come on, CFC. The same
Relax,
comment.
relax.
The same comment. It's the
Same
same
thing.
comment. CFC. You bring a different one. Show
Just
respect,
tell us where you
CFC.
sit.
Yeah, show
Simple
respect.
question.
When
Tell us where your season tickets are.
when I
Just
did
say it.
show disrespect, she said, when did I show disrespect? I want Potter gone. I want to win trophies, and I respect. And I respond. I'm being asked where I sit at the bridge. It's okay. Let's forget about
Let's move on.
Yeah. But if you start Louise Hall in the London derby today, and we still conceded, you come at Potter saying, why start him? I mean, that makes a lot of sense. I can raise my hand out. I said Louise Hall, and I can question Potter's tactics also when we lose. So it is fun reaction. You have to understand. It is fun reaction. Mount and Gallagher couldn't be the skill goat today. So
Scapegoat.
it's Potter. Yeah, he means the scapegoat, but it says a scale goat. But I understand it's he means by scapegoat.
Yeah, listen, can I just answer?
I'm willing to contribute from my side by bringing my own seat if that improves Chelsea's. There you go. Okay, I'm
Not a
very happy. I've
difficult
read all the
It is
comments. I
I'll
hope
tell you what.
no comments
No
comes
more, no
anymore. It will come.
I'll tell you what.
But let's go.
I'll tell you what.
Stop.
You haven't got 2 season tickets, and you've never been to Chelsea. Okay, that's what it means.
Ryan, your question that you threw down there in the private question section. Do you?
No,
do you
no,
want
no,
me to
no,
read
no,
it out?
don't read that out. Don't read that out. No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
That's private.
Yeah, that's private. I think it has
Yeah,
to do.
it's
It don't have to.
nothing to do with football. Yeah, nothing to do
Okay.
with football.
Yeah, I saw
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Okay, brother, you're arguing with a panelist isn't respectful. He's been supporting the club since you was winning in your dad's nutsack. Have respect for the supporter, guys.
Relax.
CSP, serious. Patrick, let's tone down a little bit. Patrick,
Let me come in and just say this.
yeah, hold on. Right. Patrick,
Yeah,
let's bring it down. Let's
yeah.
bring it down a little bit, guys. It's not healthy.
Yeah,
We have an
it's getting
experience.
a bit heated. Yeah.
It's getting a little bit indecent on the platform. We cannot keep doing that.
Yeah.
We cannot keep doing
Not
that.
helping
Please.
because of one person.
And
Not helping because of
Yeah.
one person. And you made him a mod.
Stop. Relax. I'm in charge
No.
of this channel. You just
No,
relax.
I'm not gonna
The
relax.
decision that I take is up to me. Please. It's
Yeah,
my
okay.
decision to make it, and
Yeah, it's up to
it's
you,
going to
yeah,
be my own
okay.
decision to address
Yeah.
things that goes on here.
Can I ask you a question?
People are being
Can I ask you a
carried.
question?
People are being carried away. I'm talking to him. Let me talk to him. Okay,
let's
let
Can I
me
take
ask you a
talk to him.
question, Nate? Nate,
Let's
can I ask you a
continue.
question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ask
Right.
me a question.
What did Chelsea Dan say last night? About respect and respecting the players and all that, right? Right?
Yes.
And stop scapegoating them and attacking them and
Right.
hating on them. Same thing applies to Potter. Potter's been brought in to do a job by Bowley, which isn't the same as the one Roman would have wanted. Okay?
See,
He's not there
stop. I
to
understand
win
what. So
instantly.
his comment is basically on one thing that he want Potter out. That is not disrespect to Potter. He said he
Yes,
wants
it
Potter,
is.
and that is how he
I'll
feels.
go back and read his comments. Go back and read his comments.
It's way too much. I mean, whatever he's addressing in the beginning, we have already addressed to that. Let's calm down. Let's tone down. Stav, like I said, I will not let anyone attack Stav over here. He's just giving. It's something like we have to. It's just like Kim So. When Kim So come on, he just want to be Kim So. Today, CFC is being CFC. He knows where he stands. Let him be there. Let's not react to what he's saying. Let me just read the comments and then move on. If a comment is not healthy, I won't read it. If it's not healthy, and then let's Mr. Patrick, come on, you know better. Let's let's not give CFC so much attention. He's said what he wants to say. Let's move on from that. CFC, please let's tone down a little bit, brother. Let's tone down. I make you a mod because I'm very happy of your comments that you put it in. But then let's be positive a little bit. You understand the project. You understand what is going on at the football club at this moment. Let's understand and give Potter time. You don't want to give him time, but let's show respect to the man, because I will not allow people to disrespect other players on this platform, because I see they can be my brothers. Emi can be my mother or sister. Emi can be my mother anyway. She can be my sister. You get what I'm saying? Reece James and all these players can be part of my family, and I'll be very happy. So if we disrespect them, I will not take disrespect, because they entertain us every day. We have to understand that these guys entertain us. So let's see it that way. Anyway, let's try and wrap this up. Hams, stop. Ryan want to say something. Ryan.
Yeah, just very quickly. Just this channel, I would say, emulates football in the sense that it follows the right morals and the ethics, and there's many reasons why people can't go to football matches and have season tickets. It might be health issues, it might be geographical, like you don't live in the UK, hence you can't go to football games. It might be they can't afford it. That doesn't make them any less or more of a fan than someone who does have a season ticket and attend games. Football is an inclusive sport. It's non-discriminatory. So I don't think we should go down that avenue, and debating someone's more or less of a fan because they've been a season ticket holder for X number of years. That's not what football is about. That's not what this channel is about. It's all inclusive, and it's about the fans and giving people a voice, whether you're watching football on TV or you're watching it in the stadium, or that's all I want to say.
Yeah. So just like Phantom of Minute topic over here said, I want Mount gone. That's just an opinion. And then my brother over here, CFC, said, Brew, I have it says Brew, I have been torn down. I'm the one being attacked for not being a season ticket holder and being a season ticket and being questioned where I sit at the bridge. Why? Because I don't support Potter. You be the judge, pal. So that's what I'm saying. He doesn't show disrespect. He doesn't say he's showing disrespect to Potter. He said he doesn't want him because he doesn't think he's the right guy that can take Chelsea to a distance. That is his opinion. His opinion.
I'll tell you what.
I'll
tell you what.
Yes,
I'll tell you what. When this show finishes, watch the show again and read his comments at the beginning. Right?
I will
listen. Put him on the panel.
Yeah.
Put him on the panel. Go on. Put him on the panel.
CSV, the chat, the link is right there. Click on it if you want to join us and have a say. So instead of type in today, join us here. Let's hear from you. Let's hear from you. Sometimes it's a way different because I prefer talking. Most of the time, if you find me in group chats and stuff like that, I like to type. I like to call and talk. I prefer that better.
It's more easier than
sometimes
typing.
If you want to carry a message across in the typing, your mood, it doesn't reflect very well. If
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so sometimes I prefer it that way. So CFC, if you're there and you feel like joining the platform, click on the link. It's in the chat. It's in the comment section below. Click on it and join us here. Other than that, I spent £350 on my CFC Scout Park ticket. So Patrick said send him the link and sort it out. Don't want any more division in the fan base. Yes, we need a very respectful fan base, and we need to respect ourselves very well. So I'll send the link one more time. CSC, if you're there, Jump in, click on it. Let me hear from you. Let me hear from you. I know you're right there. CFC said that Phantom lives in the USA, so does Nee Zion. Are these two less of a Chelsea fans because they don't they didn't have a ST? It's I think they don't Java ST. It's embarrassing and highly discriminatory. So it's okay. CFC,
Yeah,
if you're there
we're
and you have
definitely
the heart, just
we're
click
not
on it.
saying that.
No.
We're
We're
not saying
definitely
that.
not saying that.
Yes, we're not saying that. We're not saying that. CFC, if you're there, just click on it. Join me here real quick. Let me hear from you, brother. Let me hear from you. I know you're boiling. You're boiling right now. Your heart is boiling. So jump on it. Jump on it. I was on the panel, but I had a weak internet. Yes. Yeah, I know, Phantom. CFC, I'm waiting for you. I'm giving you just 5 minutes. Please, please. I'm begging you. I'm just begging you. Jump on it. Let me hear from you, brother. Let me hear from you, brother. Come on, come on. Click on it. Click on it. It will send you right here. All right. Whilst we're waiting for CFC to jump on it, Stav, Ryan, Hams, you guys want to say anything in regards to? Hey, Arsenal are doing something. They're doing magic over there, guys. Arsenal and their brothers. They're doing
They're
something.
stinking the place out now.
They're stinking the place out. You want to say something? We haven't talked about Arsenal at all. You guys want to say something to Arsenal?
This is second half of the. Oh,
camera is gone. Yeah, my camera
okay.
gone.
I got a message.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this is second half of the season, Arsenal. So it's not surprising to me. I think Ivan Toney had a brilliant game. I saw some of the highlights. He just terrorized them the whole game. Brentford could have scored like 4 goals in the first half. Arsenal were lucky to actually get away with the draw.
I think one of the goals were ruled out because of a foul, which was not a foul, in my opinion. But
Brentford were brilliant. So it was just a lucky result, I think, for Arsenal. And that's not the kind of form you want to be going into playing Man City. That's for sure. If Man City win tomorrow and they beat Arsenal at the Emirates, then they actually go top of the Premier League. So
yeah, that's true.
it's worrying actually signs for Arsenal. And a lot of people called it as well, Nazan. A lot of people were saying after the World Cup they will dip in form. Their fan base didn't want to accept it, and it's playing out now.
I think one of the fan base was considering saying the Everton game is usually a fall down, but yeah, I agree with you with that.
Yeah.
Oh man, it is all us now to win.
Why didn't they?
Right. Yeah.
Why didn't when they went 1-0 up and they took the lead? Why didn't they put Jorginho on?
Yeah,
that's why they signed him to close out the games.
But 1-0 lead is not always a safe position. You do know that, right? But yeah, Jorginho should be brought on to help possess the possession to help them.
Yeah, can I answer that question from CFC? Right,
Yeah,
I never said anybody, right, who hasn't got a season ticket or isn't the same as a season ticket holder. The whole point was I'm asking him, right?
Yeah, let's answer him, but don't provoke him, please.
No, I'm asking. I asked a question, simple question with a simple answer, right? The fact is, I suspect, as does Patrick, I think, right, that this guy is fairly new, maybe the last 15, 20 years. My point was, look at Chelsea's history, right, and realise that we haven't always been winners, right, that we have struggled. We nearly went into the 3rd division, which is League Division 2 now, right? That's how close we came. Last day of the season, we won at Carlisle to avoid relegation to the 3rd division, right? And I was there, right? And that would have been hyper embarrassing, right? And you have to learn the history. All this continuous, we've been the most successful team in X amount of years. I'm used to winning this and that. I've actually watched us win things in the stadiums in Cardiff, Wembley, Stockholm, Munich, right? And I love winning things as well, but I'm a realist. And the realism here is that Todd Bowley and his consortium have come in with a different plan right, and a different aim, right, which is long term. You can keep going on about winning this or winning that. Even if we don't win the Champions League this season, even if we don't make the Champions League next season, right, he's not getting sacked. So get used to it. Right, and you give the guy some respect.
I think CFC
and you give him a
knows.
chance.
CFC knows. He knows
And then you
heavily.
give him the time to do the job he was brought into. He wasn't brought in to win things this season. That's not what he was brought
CFC
in.
said, "Now I ain't joining no panel. I don't need to validate my support for my beloved club because I don't have a season ticket now." Maybe later, CFC, I'll have you here later. If I think that you don't feel like joining it, that's okay. Having ST is it's a privilege, not a moral right to question others' loyalty to their club. That is Patrick said, okay, hold your britches, then hold your Gucci's. Then we all want you both to understand each other. I put it past one another. So that's thank you very much, Patrick, for coming the whole situation.
I clearly pointed out that I don't have a season.
So we're gonna let's move on from here. Okay, let's move on from here. We've been streaming for 2 hours 21 minutes. Let's have the last 10 minutes. That'll be 2 hours 30 minutes to conclude the whole broadcasting, guys. Let's bring it to an end. We're gonna see Liverpool play tomorrow. If Liverpool play tomorrow, it means they'll be moving ahead of Chelsea. No, I think Liverpool plays on Monday, right?
Monday, yeah, Monday.
Liverpool plays on Monday. So
play Monday, yeah. Merseyside derby.
Yeah, Merseyside derby. Everton. So Ryan, I know you don't want me to say anything. Sean Dyche is there.
I was hoping this topic was not on the agenda.
No, it wasn't.
Oh God!
You slipped it in just for bants, right?
Yeah,
nil draw.
I'm trying to pull a little bit of your ears and see how hot your ears are. What do you make of it? Is it going the Liverpool's way, or is it going to the Evertonians' way?
I'm not confident. I'll say that. Obviously, Everton are coming off the back of a very confident and deserved win against Arsenal. The Sean Dyche effect.
One goal project.
Yeah. New manager bounce, all that jazz. Yeah, I can see us losing. I don't think it makes diddly squat difference whether it's Anfield or it's a Goodison. At the end of the day, we're a disjointed side. We've had our injury problems, but we've got no midfield, no legs, making so many defensive mistakes. I can see Everton winning. I really can.
I can see Everton winning.
I'm worried, yeah.
Oh. No bridges here, pal. I'm cool because I don't need to prove no one my support. Thank you very much, CFC. I love you, brother. I'm very happy you're calm. Calm down. This is the main reason why I create this platform. One is to have people. Is to have people to talk to. Yeah, to create friendship. And Hams, what do you want to say before I bring the stream to an end? Before I let you say anything, Hams, where have you been?
Just I don't know where I've been.
Making a cup of tea.
I'm still alive.
What makes you want to join? Is it because I had a link in there that makes you want to join the stream today?
That's probably one. I can't even find your stream. That's probably another one. I can't.
Because you don't have you don't have your bell notification icon turned on. We do stream every day. Every day, sister to UK.
No, I don't have the link every time.
But if you come on and ask, I will give you. You know that, right?
Okay, I'll do that next
because
time.
I want to be putting the link there based on request. Because I think one of our brothers asked the reason why I put it in there. I think one person asked, I forgot the name. He asked for the link. He wants to join, and then I put it there. I put that link in there, and then he didn't join. So. Yeah, I want to have people on the platform who have a say, who want to talk. So that's the main reason why I created it. So if you're there and you feel like, being part of the panelists, You're okay, Mr. Patrick. If you want to come over here and talk next time, just request for the link, and then I'll shoot it out there for you. You support Dortmund elsewhere, don't you? That's from Patrick on separate ticket. Come on, man, Phantom. You support Dortmund? Okay, yeah, you got Dortmund, Jesse. So let's start from Staff. Staff, let's bring the stream to an end. What do you want to say in regards to whatever we talk about today and the review of Chelsea game today? What do Potter have to do in the game against Dortmund? What should Potter do, and what should we expect from Potter? Since you are giving us more patience.
Oh, you just woke me up there. Let me see. Start Chilwell.
Okay.
Right. Start Reece James. If Zachariah's fit, play him next to Enzo. Start Ziyech on the right and Mudryk on the left, because he'll combine better with Chilwell, and the rest is the same. It's Felix in the middle and Havertz up top. And the reason I say I'll play Havertz is because it'll suit him, because it's a German style game, and they'll play a high line, which he'll understand. And either we're going to get beat, right, with a low score, or we're going to take them apart. There you go.
Patrick, it's a comment directed to me. I'm not so sure if I'm the one your comment is directed to. You miss the centre half, May. I'm not so sure who you're talking to. Let me know if it's me so I can go back.
No, he's talking to me. Right, he's talking. Look, it's going to be Silva, right?
Okay.
The question is, is it going to be Fofana or is it going to be Koulibaly? Fofana would be my choice in normal circumstances if he was fully fit and had a couple of games, right? But it's probably going to be Koulibaly.
Okay, it's definitely going to be Koulibaly. Said staff. Thank you very much. What the hell am I typing over here? Okay, Mr. Jackson, over to you.
Yeah, I agree. I think for the Dortmund game, I expect hopefully I see Chilwell starting out. Hopefully I see probably the similar lineup, but I'll be exceptional. Buddy Chile can't play because of the Champions League rules. So I expect like a similar kind of lineup. Either we're gonna, probably gonna, not win this game, or we'll probably get something. But it's a away game. We want to, start positive. The draw is not the end of the world, because we can, take it to the bridge and do our business there. So we prefer a win. But hopefully Wednesday players can have a different mentality, and on the Champions League music, it will be a big night for them to perform.
Mr. Ryan, what's the advice to Arsenal and then Chelsea? You have an advice for them?
Arsenal?
Yeah, Arsenal and Chelsea.
Oh, I can comment on the Dortmund upcoming match.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Dortmund obviously they won today. I actually watched a bit of their Bundesliga game. Bellingham versus Enzo Fernandez. What a matchup that's going to be. I can't wait to see that in the midfield. But Dortmund play, I think Emre Can is a DM. And obviously I know that player well from his time at Liverpool. And he's a physical, strong midfielder, but he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. Let's put it that way. He can lack a lot of discipline, and I think that's an area Chelsea can definitely exploit with the creativity they have through the midfield. So they should look to dominate in the middle. And the other suspect player they have, I think, is Rafael Guerrero. They have as left back. This guy can be very easily gotten at. So Mudryk is in the Champions League squad, isn't he, for Chelsea? But Noni isn't. So maybe you could consider playing Mudryk on the right wing and really try to exploit that weakness, I think. So I see no reason why Chelsea can't win that game. I expect them to at least get a draw.
Thank you very much, Ryan,
Yeah,
Mr. Ryan. What about us now?
Can I just say something? Can I say something to Patrick?
Yes, sir.
Patrick, no, I haven't written off Caliber. I just think he'll go with experience for this game. Patrick asked why I didn't mention Caliber.
All right, Mr. Hams Jackson, over to you.
Advice for Arsenal?
Oh, anything? Have any advice for why am I always using the? Yeah, I wouldn't say Tuchel. Yeah, Potter or Arsenal.
Yeah, play Jorginho. I could do with a good lad.
My advice to Arsenal, obviously, in terms of winning the title, you have to come back from trying to get a result against Man City, but that's the only advice. But hopefully, they keep dropping points, and hopefully, Man City win the league, because I don't want Arsenal to win the league. Otherwise, it creates more tension, and they'll rub in our faces. I don't want to see that. So, that's my advice to Arsenal.
All right, Mr. Patrick, you have a good night. Guys, we're gonna bring the stream to an end. Wondering, okay. Let me know, Hams, next time if you want to join. If you know when I stream, if you come on, you want to join, just let me know. I'll send the link to you on the Discord, so you can join me there if you want to. You can tell your brother Lord if you want to. You can request for it, because I'm not gonna post it every day in the chat comment section. So if you guys want it, you can request, ask for it through the Discord section, and then I'll send it over. Okay. Stav, thank you very much. Hams, thanks for coming on. Ryan, also thanks for coming on.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Stav, you want to thank me? Are we fighting too?
No, I'm never going to thank you.
Why?
You should be thanking me.
No, I thank you.
Yeah,
but thank you. So why won't you thank me
mean
too?
Doesn't mean I have to thank you back, does it?
Stop. When are you going to be nice to me?
I was nice to you before.
But not anymore.
Design, you gotta be prepared for both circumstances. Go have your boxing gloves if you want to fight. Have your lipstick if you want to kiss.
Oh yeah.
I was nice to you this morning. Don't expect me to be nice all day long.
Stop.
You rang me this morning.
You know what happened when you provoke a boxer?
Wait, I saw you.
Good luck punching me from there.
Oh wait, you're waiting for it, right? Okay.
Good luck punching me from there.
It will go through. It will go through.
Come over to Cyprus. Come over to Cyprus.
You want to
and taste a bit of earthquake.
Oh no!
Oh, what are you saying, Sams? What did you say? You were saying something.
Oh yeah, I saw your training boxing.
Oh yeah, that was last year. My last time I did any active boxing was last until my surgery. I had my injury, so yeah, I don't box anymore. I can when I'm fully healed, I'll start physical work like sparring in the house, because I have a bag in my garage. So besides that,
as long as you don't use the kids.
No. Not, I don't do that. Not me.
No.
My kids have all my kids have their own boxing gloves. They wear 16 ounce. They all wear 16 ounce just like your dad. So
you can get on your knees and let them punch you.
Oh boy.
Camera's gone again.
Yeah.
Camera's gone again.
Camera is gone again. Yeah. So guys, let's bring. I'm gonna change this camera real quick before I bring the stream to an end. I'm going to a different camera. Okay, I'll go for a different camera. I want to thank you all. Thank everyone that came in. Blue Blood, everyone. I didn't see Blue Blood anymore. I don't know why.
Changing the camera make you better looking.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, change it. It gives a different, different settings, different angle of the camera.
Different aspect ratio.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you.
Thank you. I got my thank you.
And Zion, just very quickly, we should congratulate Real Madrid. They've become the FIFA Club World Cup champions. They beat Al Hilal today?
Al Hilal Club.
Yeah, they beat them
the
5-3 today. So they're the FIFA Club World
was it going
Cup
on?
champions. It was going on, tonight.
So we can stop going on about that now. We're no longer Club World Champions.
Yeah, we're done.
You've passed on the torch.
Done.
Yeah.
Another one gone out the window.
Al Hilal was the one they played in the final.
Yeah.
And what about all these South American teams? None of them made it to the finals.
Nope.
One of them lost to Al Hilal.
Oh my goodness, man! If it's Chelsea, you're gonna see the South American teams in the finals. If it's Chelsea alone, if it's Chelsea was the one playing the finals, he's definitely going to play a South American team, just like the last time we played. The last time we played against a South American team when we lost it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, thank you very much, guys. Hams, I've said it again. Ryan, you'll be there for a minute, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, Staff, good night, guys. Good night. I'll see you guys again. Leo Desperandos, hang on to hope. That's what I say. Staff, do you understand what it means?
I'm pretty sure that's somebody's club motto.
It means goodbye, God bless, right?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's somebody else's club motto. Isn't it Tottenham's? Isn't it Tottenham's?
Yeah, chicken wings.
No.
Yeah.
It's my own.
I think it's Tottenham. That sums you up. That sums you up. That nicking Tottenham's. What do you call it?
Well,
I'm joking.
Chicken Man FC.
All right, see you guys again tomorrow, same time. 6:30 UK time, 1:30 American time, Eastern time, to be precise, because American has, I think, 2 different times: New York time and then the Vegas time. So Eastern time, I said. We out. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blue Clouds TV. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blue Clouds TV.